That's right.
No, I'm not. And you're not going to come in here demanding money from me.
How would you?
Man.
Customers usually go through several stages when they hear that their item's not as valuable as they thought. The first is disbelief, followed by denial, anger, and even assault. In this video, we see a woman who assaults a security guard. Another insults and body shames Ashley, and one almost takes a swing at Les. The thing all these people have in common is that they were shocked at the real value of their item.
Yes, ma'am.
I was coming to pawn my ring because I have to pay my rent. It was due a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Why you keep looking at my ring like that? Is real? I mean, what, you want the studs on my lip or something?
Pawning it. I'm not buying it. You're just pawning it. You want to pawn it? Keep control of herself. I don't know what the hell her problem was. I don't give a what her problem was. She's lucky my security staff didn't beat her ass.
The woman on the yellow-white striped shirt screams like Ashley instead of letting her friend get a good deal. A customer comes in to pawn a very old-looking TV and DVD player. This is a type of thing that nobody's interested in. Seth won't take the man's old items, and neither will the man.
You want to see me make you? Yeah. Watch.
The guy thinks he can't be thrown out of the shop, but Seth proves him wrong.
How are you? How can I help you guys today?
I want a meat coat today. Should I wear a small?
Any color?
You sure this is a small?
It's actually a medium.
What? No, I wear a small. Try it. Try it.
Suck it in.
This has got to be extra small. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. Here, help me on this. I got a bad arm here. Let me see. Let me see. Oh no, extra small, extra small.
Somebody else that we can talk to. We know what they're doing around here.
I know what I'm doing here. You're telling me you're small because it's a small coat.
I want a small. I wear a damn.
A woman wants to buy a coat, but she obviously doesn't know what size she wears.
Here, try this one. This is the one.
Okay, let me try it. Try
Try
it.
it on. Yep.
You're too big.
I didn't try anything.
You're way too big for her.
He tried me.
Have a nice day, ladies.
What do you got to do?
Escort you to your car. Make sure you get the
No,
plate.
no. I'm tired of this. I am not going nowhere.
Yes, you are.
Oh, no.
Seth plays a little joke on the angry Karen and her friend just before he sends them out of the pawn shop.
I need to get my stuff, my two TVs. I need your ID or the tickets. My what? ID or your ticket. I don't have no ticket or no ID. My stuff was stolen.
Ma'am, is there an issue?
My boyfriend found my TV.
So he stole it from you?
Yeah.
So did you make a police report? I feel terrible for her, but I can't help her without her ticket.
Look, I just want the ticket.
You don't come to my window!
Yes, I can. You can't
Come to my window! Really?
Y'all
Sticking a pound on.
Calm down here, baby. Get out of here. I get my.
Now.
I'm not leaving out here until I get my.
Ashley has a heated confrontation with the Karen that couldn't have her way.
I'm not leaving out of here. I get my.
Now.
I'm not leaving out here until I get my. Leave. I'm not scared to leave.
Bye.
I what? I ain't scared to leave.
Okay. Bye. See ya.
No, Mom, calm down.
See ya.
We're not the police, but damn it, we're not your local psychologist neither. And you have a lovely day.
God.
Ashley makes sure the angry Karen leaves the pawn shop, but she doesn't do so quietly.
Ma'am.
I just bought this TV. It's broke. No, I don't.
When did you buy it?
I bought it yesterday. Yes, I did. I need you to give me my money back.
I don't know if you bought it from us.
But you owe me for my DVD.
Where's your receipt?
I don't. Do I need to get louder?
No.
Why not?
This woman starts trouble when Seth refuses to change her TV.
Excuse me. Who do you think you are?
I don't need your help on this one. Thank you. Mom.
Excuse me. Hey, it's me.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Huh? What you do that for? Unreal. Anger management.
She doesn't last long in the pawn shop, and she even broke the TV more for some random reason.
Look at her watch.
Absolutely.
Is that a ladybug?
It is.
Yeah, that looks kind of nice.
Full cut stones.
Give me a second. Okay.
Mother of pearl dial, like I said.
Man, same old, same old.
What's going on?
Excuse me? Don't you get paid by the hour? Trying to rush people?
I'm not trying to rush
You
you.
are trying to rush me. Get the wife back out. Don't try to play me.
Seth and this customer can't seem to get anywhere in this transaction because she's texting.
No, I'm not
You
laughing.
laughing? You laughing? What's funny? Are you mental?
Menthol?
Mental.
Oh.
Do you see this phone? Do you see me texting? I can slow down.
Yeah, please slow down.
I am checking at me like I'm crazy. I'm crazy to you? I ain't crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a VIP. You better recognize.
Have a good day, man.
Ooh, you have a good.
Byron,
Who owns
it's time
this
for her to
fight?
go.
I'm trying to buy a watch. Don't be pushing me up in a flop.
Please.
Pay attention. Because I ain't got time for you. You know what?
She got outside like a damn transformer. Wing flew off. She saw the hurricane starter kit. It was terrible. Don't forget about the wing.
Have a good day.
Leave me alone.
The woman gets worked up about her texting. This leaves Seth no choice but to send the woman off the premises.
Stubborn guy. Our Mr. Clumsy here managed to turn his girlfriend's car all wrecked up. Now he's off to pawn his genius-level ideas to fix the car and his relationship.
I need to pay my court fees. I got a DUI, crashed my car. Well, her car. I took her car with a couple friends.
You just need to get as much as you
It's
can.
not your damn business. I'm here for you.
All full of himself, he went all gangsta mode on Seth, trying to get money for 2 of his rings. Did it work? Nope. However, things were about to get more annoying.
What's the highest you'd go?
$900.
That's ridiculous.
Tell him what it is.
No, don't tell me what to do. Stop talking. Stand behind me.
What's the problem?
Tell her to stand behind me. This is men talking right now.
Our boy's respect for his girlfriend shines through as the negotiations heat up. Hold on to your seat, because this encounter was a true lesson in having proper manners.
Maybe we should just take the money.
That. Stop talking. Just
Dude,
stop
seriously,
talking.
why are you
Just
such an
stop.
ass?
No, you need.
No, I don't need to. You're my store.
This
It is my
property.
business.
This
It's
is
not
my
your property.
Do I
She's her
tell
own
your
person.
property what to do?
Hopefully one day she'll wisen up, move on, and realize that this guy's a complete tool.
Mother-daughter feud. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your liquor bottles for a heartwarming episode of Mother-Daughter Treasure Hunters. They had gathered some priceless junk to fund their world tour.
So what you got?
I got some really expensive stuff.
Show me.
Some old liquor bottles. Some old albums. Stamp book. Didn't you think he worth something?
No. You got a whole lot of nothing going on over there.
But wait, Les examines their items and deadpans. Sorry, ladies, it's all junk, no worth. The things took a swift left from there, guys.
Told you it wasn't worth nothing.
You need to watch your trap because this worth everything to me.
It don't matter. They don't want it.
This is not junk, okay? So don't you comment on.
I told you.
So you better
not
don't.
to come here.
You better don't go
Wasting
there.
gas.
You better don't.
You better don't.
It's like watching a comedy where emotions run high over little treasures. They both argue fiercely about sentimental items. Talk about teaching your kids some manners.
I will kick your ass. I'm your mama. You better don't. How the heck you better don't. No, you get the off my.
I thought it was kind of funny watching the mother and daughter argue with each other. Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough.
Body slam. Our guy claims his grandma's ring is a lost treasure. Well, that part's for Ashley to decide whether it's real or something that came out of a cereal box.
How much are you looking for?
Is this enough to pay rent?
How much is your rent?
$300.
Okay. Do you have anything else? Because this unfortunately is not real.
What you mean it's not real?
It's not real gold.
Basically, y'all sit up here and waste my time talking to you.
You didn't waste your time.
Oh dear, Mr. Sad Story, you've really painted yourself into a corner now. It was almost as if he was starring in his own drama series.
I'm like, just give me my ring. I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
I'm trying to help you solve
Like,
your
what you
issue.
mean? What you
I'm
mean?
trying to help you solve
Like,
your
bitch,
issue.
lower your voice.
This guy's acting really erratic, and it's making me really nervous.
Hold on tight, because here come the Powerpuff Boys to rescue our protagonist from his own soap opera. What a gimmick. A day he's gonna remember for a while.
Don't put your
You got
finger
me.
in
No,
She ain't by herself, man. She ain't by herself, my man.
Bitch, I'll be back, bitch.
You're talking that now, get the hell out of here. He was lucky I have other things on my mind, or I would have beat him to a pulp.
Earrings. Two sassy black queens strut into the pawn shop, flaunting earrings worth $350. The seller, bewildered, questions their cash craving. They snap back.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm here to pawn these earrings.
Okay.
Honey, our financial drama is an Oscar-winning secret. The seller innocently inquires about the swearing, prompting the girl to unleash a verbal firework.
Trying to get $350 for them.
Why do you need the money?
It's none of your business why I need the money.
As he fumbles to record the chaos, he realizes these queens can turn from pawn shop patrons to drama divas faster than his slowest sale. Talk about a speedy emotional roller coaster.
Why are you swearing?
Because you asking me why I'm coming in here to handle my business.
In the midst of the jewelry saga, it's a linguistic roller coaster. The seller's ears are bombarded with jewelry, loan me my money, and a kid-eating crisis.
What does my sign say?
Jewelry and loan. This jewelry, loan me my money. I got to feed my kid.
The drama unfolds faster than a soap opera, leaving him nervously counting non-existent diamonds. Talk about a pawn shop sitcom.
Man, you getting on my nerves, dog.
How'd you get
You ain't even looked at my
Do you know that these aren't real?
In the sizzling pawn shop showdown, the women insist their earrings are as real as their sass. The seller, sweating in the Lacote, tries to diplomatically handle the diva duo. It's a battle of bling, attitude, and a heat wave, all under the watchful eye of leather-clad thermometers. Comedy gold.
How the you gonna tell me just by looking at my that they not real?
They're not real.
As the Queen of Sass declares her exit, she throws shade like confetti. Insults rain down, targeting the seller's wrinkled-up hair and questionable fashion choices. With a parting shot about a jury and long Boaz, she exits, leaving the pawn shop in stitches and the seller questioning his life choices.
I ain't leaving this till you give me my money. I need my mother hair did.
Coloring book. Ashley enters confidently, challenging authority. Seth tries to manage the chaos. Tension rises as they clash, leaving everyone puzzled.
Don't come in here thinking that you know everything in your like.
I didn't know
you should
anything.
go off and like run back to Hawaii where you bought that shirt.
Unearthed gems, a JFK coloring book from '62, and a Frank Zappa one from '82. Mom's surprise drawer is found. Now, the shop's in for a laugh, unraveling the tale behind these quirky relics.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a John F. Kennedy coloring book from 1962 and a
Laugh out loud scene as the seller confesses to buying a Frank Zappa coloring book at 25, never cracking it open. Now, with 3 daughters in college, it's a hilarious quest for cash. The quirky relics become the center stage for a funny exchange in the pawn shop.
So why do you want to get rid of it since you loved him so much?
well, I have 3 daughters in college and I need money.
The negotiation dance continues as the seller justifies prices, leaving room for haggling. Tension rises comically as the buyer feels snapped at. The shopkeeper offers a research break, declaring, "I'm not in a hurry," in this pawn shop sitcom starring quirky characters.
Okay, do you want to give me some time to do a little research on this,
You can
or?
have all the time you need. I'm not in a hurry.
The plot thickens as Ashley discovers the price coloring book online for $8.75, triggering a hilarious spat.
I didn't say any of that
Can you read that? $8.75.
So make me an offer.
0.
She hilariously expresses her dismay, accusing the customer of rushing and shoving a phone in her face.
I'm looking at the one that he wanted $50 on, and I pull it off, and it says $8.75.
The bickering ensues, with both claiming they're not married, adding an amusing layer to the pawn shop sitcom.
I have to take him out this guy. That's how much he pissed me off.
In the ongoing pawn shop drama, Ashley delivers a sassy retort to the customer, suggesting he adds value nowhere and jokes about returning to Hawaii. The banter continues as another worker calls out Ashley for being rude.
I think you're disgusting and rude. I didn't say any of that
Can
to
you
you.
read that? $8.75.
Leading to a comical exchange where Ashley dismisses them to focus on yourself. The workplace comedy unfolds with quirky characters and witty comebacks.
Well, you don't add value to the organization.
I have one. Well, thank you so much. But the next time you sign my paycheck, you can tell me how to work.
Parking lot. Cue the workplace alarm. The notorious parking lot gambler is back, and the office crew is on high alert. With a battle cry of "Let's go get him!" they embark on a mission to catch the elusive man of many lands, or as they dub him, That Lady Pakistan. Office drama just hit the jackpot.
What?
Gambling again in the parking lot.
Meet Robert Robertson, the maestro of sports memorabilia, introducing himself to Dennis in a pawn shop saga. The plot thickens as he unveils a treasure trove of Detroit Lions autographs salvaged from his sister's basement flood. Forget superheroes, this guy's heroics involve rescuing signatures during a Union picket line water ballot.
All right, here's Robert.
Robert,
Nice to
I'm
meet
Dennis.
you.
Nice to
Nice
meet you,
Dennis. Yeah, I got an item here. You might be interested in.
In the wild world of pawn shops, Dennis is hit with a first, an NFL labor strike poster. As Robert pitches his Union picket line relic, Dennis, caught between fandom and frugality, contemplates the value. It's a negotiation dance where even the poster's wrinkles have a say, and Dennis dreams of a dad who'd splurge on a heartbeat.
What, Steve Bacchus? This is the first time a guy actually brought in an NFL labor strike poster.
Dennis and Seth, the dynamic pawn shop duo, are advised to step up their deal-closing game. In the Battle of Signatures, Robert's pitch clashes with Dennis's detective skills. It's a showdown of history versus water stains, where even a tear is more drama than a soap opera. Selling history hard, selling water-stained history a comedic challenge.
One just like this mint, though, and he got $950 for it.
Right, so if that was mint, why would you want $1,000 for this?
In this hilarious haggling carnival, the pawn shop pros are on their knees throwing cash offers at Robert for the water-stained NFL labor strike poster. It's a dollar dance-off with Dennis and Seth, and they're juggling 20s like it's a comedy club. In the end, it's 5 20s that win the bid, leaving Robert with a pocket full of paper and the pawn shop crew high-fiving over their historic steal.
$75? No way.
Offering you just $100 cash money right now would make it.
Gold earrings. In the golden world of earrings, Ashley and the customer embark on a carrot quest. The earrings sparkle, but the price tag dims the shine. The customer eyeing the digits suggests a hilarious plot twist, an exchange proposal that could turn this jewelry journey into a comedic barter ballet.
I was looking for some gold earrings.
You are in the right department.
In the dazzling dance of earrings and dollar signs, the customer flips the script with an exchange proposal. Ashley, the jewelry juggler, contemplates the weight of the situation, hoping those earrings don't tip the scales against her. It's a hilarious jewelry version of Let's Make a Deal, where carrots and comedy collide.
Well, what we can do is I can take those and apply money towards these.
In the Comedy Club of Carrots, Ashley drops the punchline, a whopping $500 for the desired earrings. The customer expecting an exchange extravaganza faces the reality check.
Okay, so what I can do for you today, I can apply $40 towards these.
I paid $500 for those. What do you mean? You can't do an exchange?
Ashley, the weight wizard, spills the carrot beans, revealing that these earrings are more featherweight than a dieting hummingbird. It's a priceless jewelry negotiation that has the audience and the scales in stitches.
Okay, I can't give you $500.
Why you can't?
Because it's not worth.
In this comedy climax, the customer unleashes carrot chaos, insisting her earrings are weightlifting champions. The tension escalates as she dubs Ashley Boo, but a touch sets off a mini drama.
I know how much these cost, boo-boo.
Because you screamed that they're gonna get you more money, boo-boo.
The pawn shop becomes a carrot battleground, and Ashley's final offer of $175 is the punchline that sends the customer storming out, leaving the jewelry saga in a carrot cloud of comedy.
Everybody else good. Pose made you
Fake diamond. In this wild pawn shop showdown, two characters storm in like a tornado, armed with an attorney and a demand for $900. The seller, caught off guard, awkwardly requests a card while the attorney seems more like a background dancer in a chaotic legal dance. It's a scene where negotiations are more like a comedy sketch, leaving everyone wondering if they stumbled into a legal circus.
I got my lawyer with me. This is wrong.
Show me your card.
I don't have a card with me.
It's my attorney.
Customer unveils a questionable earring, claiming it turned his ear into a rainbow. The seller, armed with skepticism and a keen eye, dissects the earring, declaring it a fake diamond disaster.
So what do you want to do today? You want me
Can
to
I get
figure
my money
out?
back?
You want me to figure out why your ear's turning a different color?
Is that a real diamond?
Enter the legal cavalry. The customer brandishes a lawyer in the name of mismatched receipts and the ear that turned technicolor. It's a jewelry malfunction turned legal circus, and the pawn shop is now the stage for hilarious gemstone saga.
This is not the correct earring for the receipt.
Chaos ensues as the customer brandishes a jewelry store receipt like a wizard spell. The attorney, a sidekick in this legal circus, demands a refund for the rebellious earring. The seller, caught in the crossfire, faces threats of escorting and leg knocking, all while insisting they won't budge. It's a legal showdown where the only guarantee is a laugh-out-loud twist around every shiny corner of the pawn shop arena.
The earring does not match the description.
What you mean? So you saying now I just brought an earring in?
The customer, armed with a kaleidoscope ear and a refund demand, insists the seller turn around and walk that butt out the door. The seller, invoking a hint of pawn shop diplomacy, proposes a negotiation dance, but warns, keep your butt back there. Cue the dramatic soundtrack, man, it's a comedy in motion. An evil woman anthem echoing through the pawn shop arena.
Get out.
Yeah, you know, took my money, just sold me a gold earring.
Golden State Warrior ring.
I just got engaged, and I heard you had a 75 Golden State Warriors ring, and I was thinking that would be perfect for my fiance.
This man came into the shop to buy something, which is odd because most people come into the shop to sell something. This man, on the other hand, was interested in Rick's 1975 Golden State Warriors ring, but Rick was unable to but laugh at this.
Rocco, will you grab me that ring?
Sure.
That is a brave man that would give his fiance a championship ring.
Even though Rick keeps on laughing, asking why the man is giving a ring like this to his fiance, we understand that the buyer isn't pleased with Rick's antics.
So what I did was I brought pictures of another 75 Golden State Warriors ring.
The buyer produced photos of another Golden State Warriors ring and attempted to match them, which they did. Then he asked if it was a genuine diamond and if Rick had checked it. Rick told him that the stone was genuine.
Perfect. Have you tested the diamond?
Oh, yeah, it's a real diamond.
It's a real diamond, okay.
The buyer then proceeded to use his own tester to determine whether or not the diamond was genuine, as he was a collector and dealer of sports memorabilia himself. But as he went to test the diamond, it didn't pass.
It's not testing.
That's because you have a really cheap tester.
So Rick stepped in with his own tester, which of course revealed that the diamond was genuine. Even though Rick was irritated by the whole thing, he chose to be courteous to the man.
First fine on mine.
Okay, I will trust that.
The buyer requested for the amount after the ring had been tested, which Rick believed to be $11,500. The purchaser, on the opposite hand, had a budget of $5,000.
Any
11 grand, that's what I can do.
That's your bottom line?
Yeah,
okay.
That's price.
Because Rick refused to go any lower than $11,000, the buyer was forced to leave the business unhappy and empty-handed.
I didn't think he was going to go 5,500, but I thought, he'd work with me a little bit, but he seemed...
Good. What's up with this?
Give me 1 second, sir. To be honest, I don't think we're going to take them, but...
You say what? Go get somebody for me, dog. This made me act up.
Yeah, what's going on, man?
What's going on, cuz? 40? No?
Yeah, I'm not interested.
For real?
For real.
Just on that bum.
Listen, don't be throwing the at me. You understand? You understand?
There's no shortage of entitled customers who come into the store, and this next one easily fits the bill.
I mean, what's up with that?
Nothing. I'm calling this scene, so...
Y'all about to rush me or something?
Here's a guy yelling at the front.
What's up with that? On that bum.
Listen, don't be throwing the at me. You understand? You understand?
Trying to gang
you understand that, dog?
Trying to gang up on me.
That, dog? Don't ever throw Take your hands off my mother.
With the customer starting a tantrum, Les finally speaks, and let's just say the others were nicer to the man-child than he was.
Yo, y'all ain't over here anyway. I smack the out your ass.
Don't even reach behind nowhere.
Reach what? Nigga, if I got it, got it.
Reaching, Jonas, don't
get
my stuff.
What the is the loan at? Don't try to steer me down.
And what you gonna do? This guy was threatening me that he's coming back. Does he think we don't have security cameras? Does he think we don't know what his license plate number is? It'll be his worst thing. If he even thinks about
try to step up like they was some players, they ain't even really in my ball game. I'm in for real. I'm up.
This mother thought he was a badass. As you can see, I'm a badass.
Les not only kicks him out, but also ensures the man stays out. If it were up to him, they'd probably ship the man to another state.
Hello. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I like your nail polish colors.
Thank you.
What do we got here? A laptop?
Laptop.
You type in your password? What brings you in today?
I just want to pound it in so I can get...
How do you forget the... When's the last time you used this?
About a month ago.
You forgot your password?
Yeah.
Try again.
I need at least 165. I mean, I can't do 125. 65 or not.
When a lady comes in with her laptop, she forgets her password and manners, but Ashley can only help her with one of those problems.
Okay, I know what, I ain't got time for it. It's like you don't like your job. You don't like your job, you shouldn't work here, sweetheart. I'm sorry, you really shouldn't.
I am respectful.
Learn how to talk, learn how to talk, learn how to talk.
Have a good day.
You were too silly.
So are
Don't
you.
touch my toes. Flat out.
You done?
I don't give a like I said, I don't care. I can take my business somewhere else.
The The lady obviously doesn't like the sound of $150, and the negotiation goes downhill from there.
Lady, or are you a baby?
Excuse me, sweetheart. Hi. What the you looking at, bitch? What the you looking at? I'm talking to you, bitch. What you looking at?
You know what? Take us outside.
What the you looking at? What the bitch? You fat bitch. Fat ass bitch. Wait, with a fat ass bitch. Go walk somewhere, bitch. You talking like I said, I can take my business somewhere else. You don't know me, bitch.
Crazy.
That's what I'm talking about. Walk away. Bye. Bye.
What more can we do?
Since the lady won't stop talking, Ashley engages her, and it's like setting fire to dried sticks.
Hi, manager.
That's me. How can I help you?
My wedding ring that's $5,000, you guys have it. I want it back.
Okay. Your ring.
Yes, he took it because we're having financial problems. I get why he did it. I just want to come in. No, I didn't make a police report. The hell am I going to make a police report for? I'm not going to call the cops on my husband. I'm coming to you to get my...
For the ticket?
Oh, my God. I want my ring. Can
Okay,
you
so
get
let
in
me...
the computer and look up the name, tell me how much I owe you, and give me my...
Nothing is scarier than a woman with a vendetta, and Ashley's best effort to handle this one with care absolutely fails.
All I want.
Okay, so let me explain to you how this works. First of all, I don't just look up somebody's name and give you their information.
I didn't ask you to give me the information. Give me my ring. You bring your butt out here and you assist me out. Please, bring it. That's all I want is my ring. No, up yours. I want to see you walk outside. Come on. You're so big and bad, yelling, screaming, can't type anything to a computer. Oh, this bitch. I'm gonna come back and get my... I promise I'm gonna come...
The lady doesn't appreciate Counselor Ashley, and the exchange turns sour.
All right, I'm gonna redeem this.
Okay, actually, this was pulled.
Pardon me?
It was due on the 2nd.
No, I'm here to pay it right now.
I know, your loan is only for 90 days. So...
Hi.
How you doing? I got my ticket there. I wanted to get my TV back. If you could help me out with this, I'd really appreciate it.
You can see if it's on the showroom floor, and I can try to make you a deal to buy it back.
It's not been that long.
About a month overdue.
What are you talking about?
If it's out there, then we can work from there.
Look, seriously, come on, why don't you just give me the TV back so I can leave, all right?
Yeah,
I'm getting a little aggravated.
I'm sorry you're getting...
I'm ready,
You're ready to what?
Just get pissed off. All right, I'm not... Seriously, no.
Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. I want to just get it over with.
What are we going to get over with?
I want to get my TV.
What you can do is you can go buy a TV.
You know what? I'm getting...
There's a man.
I doubt it.
Turn around.
I haven't got a minute here.
Really? There's two of them.
No.
Now what you gonna do, buddy?
What are you talking about?
Buddy?
What you gonna do?
I still want the damn TV.
You sound just like him.
I'll put a big-ass flyer in the street. I'll make up signs. Well, American Jewelry alone sucks.
Looking like Nick Nolte after hanging out with Charlie Sheen for 3 nights. Go on somewhere, man.
The guy wants his TV back, but he's past due. And it's really hard for this delusional man to...
I will be back.
The irate Karen tries to take matters into her own hands, but ends up getting thrown out instead.
Hello, my wife. Oh, y'all don't want to give me my...
If you're
stealing... Excuse me, get your big ass on. Oh, excuse me. Don't you take my comb.
She's gonna try to take a call because we won't give her TV back. I think that's an even trade.
It doesn't end there, though. The woman tried to take a cone since she couldn't.
This is the guy?
Right there. Here they come again.
Les?
Hi, how are you?
I'm attorney Kyle DeQueef.
So there's a man, probably an attorney with 2 ladies along, coming inside towards Les at a pawn shop. Now, Les knew about it before. He asked for Les, and fortunately, he was at the counter. He asked why they had arrived at the store.
He's retained me to represent her in regard to a ring.
Okay.
My client brought in a $10,000 ring here, and she wants to either collect the remaining money owed to her on the ring or get the ring back. She's got a receipt right here.
This is a counterfeit ticket.
He said that he came here for the ring, which they bought from these ladies for $10,000, but they didn't pay and gave them the receipt. Now, he put up the receipt and showed it to Les and accused them of cheating and stealing from the women and taking their expensive ring. But Les was cool and controlled his anger.
Whoever produced this ticket didn't understand this is the amount of numbers that are here.
Okay.
Number 2 is state law mandates that we print the law in a 12-point font.
Okay.
This is much smaller.
That is some bull.
It may be bull, but that's the truth.
I don't know how I got mixed up, but
There's the game-changing point. Les, after listening to him, explained that he will reveal the truth now by showing the real receipt that they had. He went and came back with real receipts that they've been giving to the customers. There, he spotted major differences. He notified him of the major changes in the receipt that he brought. The man looked rather weak and stunned in response.
printing wrong or whatever, but this is the ticket he got from here.
He didn't get it from here. He didn't get it from here.
So now we just liars and we just come
I'm not saying that you are.
So you're trying to send my son a liar.
I wish I had better news for you, but...
That's bull. That's bull.
The numbers don't match up. The paper stack doesn't match up. This is a fake.
Now you side with them. You're not representing us. If I don't get my ring or my money from them, how you gonna get paid?
The attorney turned to the women, but oh my god, they're still accusing Les of having given them the wrong receipt and asking the attorney to take the money from Les. The man, being down on himself as you can see, argued with them. The man showed the evidence to the ladies and told them that they were having the wrong receipt, but they continued to argue.
Ticket, how about that?
No, I don't believe that the store gave me this ticket.
Nah, well, I don't believe you a real attorney. We ain't got it right. All this somebody better give me my money.
Yeah. He's my attorney.
You, him, security.
Have a nice day.
Nah, you got me, bitch.
Sorry, man.
The ladies started harassing both of them and started using personal attacks. They were all arguing amongst themselves. Pretty crazy. The attorney went back as he can't do anything for the ladies.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it. Trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
$50.
Why is it $50? The certificate and everything is in there. And the bag costs actually way more than that.
Well, if you can tell, it's actually stained
Okay.
all through here.
I'm trying to sell it for $150 or get a loan for $75 instead of the $50.
Yeah, I wasn't interested in more than 50.
If you know purses, then you know the
As our unsuspecting customer strolls into the kitchen at chaos, little does she know what's cooking today. Ashley, patiently bracing herself for another round of absurdity, politely inquires about what the customer's looking to offload. The girl, blissfully unaware of the purse's actual value, confidently suggests a price that's almost a steal.
It costs way more than that.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses. It was torn. It was stained. It's not even the last season's bag. The thing is old.
But you still willing to buy for $50 though, so if it wasn't worth
And now the plot thickens. The lady asserts that if Ashley truly understood purses, she'd gladly accept the offered amount. However, Ashley, standing firm in her claim that the purse is torn and not worth more than $50, creates a hilarious clash of valuation difference.
You even say $50.
So they didn't say it wasn't worth.
Can I talk to somebody else? I don't want to talk to your pepperoni looking ass. Can I get somebody
My pepperoni looking at. Pepperoni ass? I don't even know what that means. She take a look at her own ass.
Can I get somebody else to talk to? It don't even matter. I don't have to talk to you.
And I don't talk to you either, so why don't you go home? Leave
Can
our
I talk to
store.
somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You
I'm the
disrespectful.
manager. I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni ass?
Ugly ass bitch.
F you.
And it's time to cue the drama. Ashley throws out the bold figure of $50, and it hits the customer like a curveball she wasn't ready for. Feeling the heat, our lady teeters on the edge of diplomacy and blurts out the unforgettable line. She labels Ashley a pepperoni ass and decides that she'd rather chat with anyone but her. Talk about spicing up negotiations.
3 males walked into a pawn shop. One of the suspects stood at the door as a lookout while the other 2 suspects walked directly over to the display cases.
So, like, these 3 guys roll into the pawn shop, just casually strolling in. The other 2 guys, they head straight to the fancy display cases. It's all got suspicious vibes. And then, bam! One of them whips out a sledgehammer and starts smashing the glass. Things are starting to get pretty wild.
At some point, a customer from the place is seen leaving calmly while the lookout tells her to hurry up.
The suspects appeared to be wearing heavy-duty gloves in order.
At one moment, a person from the shop strolls out all calm, and someone's keeping an eye on her, urging her to speed up. The people thought to be involved seem to have on these tough gloves, maybe so they don't get any cuts.
Not to get cut while removing the glass from the cases. Both suspects placed the jewelry and many other valuables in the bags.
So when they took off the glass from the cases, both of them put the jewelry and lots of other valuable stuff into bags. After that, they hightailed it out of the store in a black Mercury Marquis.
Where the case at? Where is it at? Where you put them on?
The guy storms into the pawn shop all worked up and starts shouting about a missing case. He's demanding to know where it is, and he appears to be accusing the staff of removing. The feeling of stress in the air is increasing, and it's obvious that something is wrong.
You gonna act like I ain't got no sense? He's accusing us of taking games out of his unit. Look at the ticket. It never said with game.
The atmosphere gets even more intense as the guy accuses the pawn shop of messing with his games. Unless the cool guy at the pawn shop stands his ground. The customer's getting more agitated, making accusations and even talking about blowing up the place, which is just adding to the chaos.
Man, you can get your arms up off belly and none of your body parts on me, bro. After all the stress I have, the last thing I need is a customer causing a scene.
Despite the escalating situation, Les stays calm. He tries to talk sense into the upset customer, especially with a big event coming up the next day.
I know how to walk. I ain't in literal because I...
Wells Fargo safe deposit box.
What do we have here?
Well, we got a Wells Fargo strong box.
This man arrived with a Wells Fargo safe, an antique ball and chain, and a couple ancient handcuffs. The seller was asking roughly $2,000 for everything in the package.
All right, well, tell me about these things.
This ball and chain right here actually comes from the human prison. It's the oldest prison in the state of Arizona.
Folsom Prison was Arizona's oldest prison, and the handcuffs belonged to it since the late 1800s.
Here's my concerns. When they forged chains back in the 1800s, it was just hot welding together.
At that time, it was all performed by the blacksmith, but the chains that the man brought in were all electronically forged. Not only that, but Rick had another major problem.
Never in the history of any prison did they ever have their name put on the balls.
What Rick was saying was that everything the man brought in was false, but the seller was not ready to believe Rick.
It's fake.
What makes you an expert on this stuff?
I've been buying and selling this stuff my entire life.
Even if the contents of the package were phony, there was a chance that the box itself was not. So Rick made a deal for the box and left the rest.
Box, I'll give you $400 for it.
I want $1,200 for it.
No, you don't.
And the transaction was completed for $400.50. The seller left, and Rick subsequently decided to consult with an expert about what he had purchased.
Okay. 19th century strongbox, Wells Fargo.
Following a thorough examination of the box, the expert asked Rick the following question.
First things first. Have you already bought this?
The box was just as false as the other items Rick did not purchase, and the expert agreed.
It's a complete fake.
Damn it, Rick.
Mystery guy.
Right there.
Here they come again.
Hang on to your hats, folks, because we're diving into one wild tale. Picture this, a mysterious dude looking like a secret agent casually strolls into a pawn shop, acting like he owns the place. The shopkeeper, eyes wide open, can't help but stare at this walking enigma. I mean, who wouldn't? He's like a riddle on two legs. Now brace yourselves for the craziness escalates. Our mystery guy isn't flying solo. He's got not one, but two ladies in tow. A trio causing a ruckus. They swagger up to the counter, and out of nowhere, the guy dramatically declares that the ticket he's waving is faker than a rubber chicken. Everyone in the shop, imaginary files included, gasps in surprise.
Her on the ring, or get the ring back. She's got a receipt.
Let me explain
right
to
here.
you. This is a counterfeit ticket.
Hold on to your giggles. The shopkeeper, smelling something fishy, turns into a detective. With a sneaky grin, he tells the trio to chill and confidently says, "I'll prove it's a fake." The suspense builds as he brings out the real ticket, examining both like he's some ticket art connoisseur.
This is the amount of numbers that are here.
Okay.
Number 2 is state law mandates.
Hold on to your funny bone. The shopkeeper spots the differences quicker than yelling "fake alert" with a big old grin. He declares, "Nice try, folks, but your ticket is faker than Monopoly money." Cue the imaginary mic drop in the background. But whoa, Nelly, the trio isn't throwing in the towel just yet. They get into an energetic discussion, pointing fingers, thrashing arms, and hollering as though they're contending in a yelling challenge. It resembles something out of a sitcom, and you can't resist the urge to chuckle at the idiocy. In the grand finale, our mysterious guy and his partners in crime admit defeat. Looking a tad embarrassed and probably feeling a smidge silly, they storm out of the pawn shop. The shopkeeper, now a hero in counterfeit ticket detection, is left with a bunch of baffled onlookers. And there you have it, a hilarious adventure that's weirder than fiction and funnier than a clown on a unicycle. Comedy gold, my friends, comedy gold. Gun cabinet.
Well, it's a desk, but it's not really a desk. It's actually a gun.
So what this woman brought into the pawn store was not anything that was common. It appeared to be nothing more than a plain desk, yet it was far more than that.
It's a gun desk.
Yes, when you push down on the inkwell, a bullet fires out through the trapdoor.
When you press down on the inkwell, a bullet fires out through the trapdoor, and this desk transforms into a pistol when the time comes.
If I sell it, that's fine. If I don't, I'm okay with that too.
Thus, the merchant visited the business not exclusively to sell the weapon work area, yet additionally to figure out more about it. She needed to realize who possessed it, the way things were utilized, how old it was, and other such data.
I was trying to figure out how to open it and had a really good look inside it and said,
While hunting for a nice little desk, she came across this one. But when she got it home and attempted to open it up, that's where she discovered it wasn't what she thought it was.
I've seen desks with hidden gun compartments, but I've never seen a desk as a gun.
Rick thought it was something out of a James Bond movie, and he was so engrossed in it that he forgot he was actually pushing his face against a gun.
Do you mind if I have a buddy look at this thing? Because I am just completely lost here.
Not at all.
Rick believed it was best to have an expert look at it after taking a closer look, so he called one.
Gun. This is the gun.
What?
The master had never seen anything like it, and had no clue about what it was utilized for. Yet, in lieu of what he saw, the master reasoned that it was made somewhere in the range of 1890 and 1910, which was an issue. Even though he couldn't guarantee it, the Pawn Stars may buy it in a gray area.
Bring it to a gunsmith and have him professionally deactivate the mechanism. Then it can be legal to buy and sell.
The only way to buy and sell it legally is to take it to a gunsmith and have him deactivate the mechanism. Only then can it be simply and legally acquired and sold.
I wish I could help you out more. It's just one of those things. Thanks for bringing it in.
Oh, you're welcome.
Orange Bowl ring.
I decided to come to the pawn shop today to sell my Penn State Orange Bowl ring from 1973.
This individual then brought in an Orange Bowl ring from Penn State in 1973. He was in the shop trying to sell it since he needed the money for upgrading his house, and he reasoned that it must be valued at least $1,500.
Where'd you get this?
I went to Penn State and guy down the hall played on the team, and he needed some money, and I bought it back then.
The seller claimed that one of the team members needed some cash and that the only thing he had was that ring. Thus, the man paid him the necessary funds and purchased this ring.
It was Jeff Clark. He didn't play too much, but he was an outside linebacker for the team.
This particular ring belonged to a linebacker named Jeff Park, who was a member of the squad even though he didn't play much.
What are you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get $1,500.
Okay.
Just as he previously stated, the man wanted $1,500, but Rick needed to examine the situation more carefully before making any moves to get the ring. It was then that he discovered that the ring had a problem.
The price is reasonable, but it's illegal for me to buy or sell anything when any identifying mark has been removed on an item.
The ring was cool, but it was also reasonably priced considering that the engraving makes it completely identifiable. It was no longer lawful for Rick to purchase or sell this ring after the engravings were taken out.
I'd be more than happy to buy it off you for $1,500. Problem is, it's like buying a car without a VIN number.
The seller was a little confused as to how the removal of a few inscriptions might make the ring illegal to purchase or sell. As a result, Rick and Corey had to thoroughly explain everything to him and let him know that despite their best efforts, they're unable to handle it.
All right, dude.
Okay.
Sorry I couldn't do nothing with it.
Okay.
I know 1,001 people I could have sold this ring to and made
a fake bill.
I have some political memorabilia, the Secret Service ID for J. Howard McGrath, Attorney General of the United States.
This individual entered the pawn shop with a $10 bill that had several signatures on it, a White House pass, and several Secret Service IDs. He estimated 1,000 figures for each of these items. But before beginning to negotiate, Rick needed to learn more about them.
He was the chairman of the Democratic National Committee when Truman ran for president.
Rick was prepared to strike a deal after briefly discussing J. Howard McGrath, the Attorney General of the United States, and how influential he was in Washington politics. But there was a small issue.
You got some neat stuff here, and these three things right here, I really want to get checked out.
Rick checked everything and concluded that not just the dollar that the man had brought in was counterfeit. Rick had to see the expert to find out if he could purchase the other items, since he had a hunch that doing so might be illegal.
You don't want. A counterfeit bill is not legal to own.
The expert said that the White House pass and the Secret Service ID were authentic and acceptable to purchase, but the fake banknote was a different thing.
Thanks for coming in, Mark.
Not a problem.
You're the best. Appreciate it.
Alrighty.
Now that the expert had left, Rick was prepared to strike a deal. Aside from the fake bill, he asked the vendor what else he wanted.
Yeah, I'll give you $500.
Good deal.
All right. You want to write them up?
Yeah, sure.
The vendor left the store with the cash and the unauthorized bill after the trade was completed for $500. Hopefully he gave the Secret Service the counterfeit bill.
Good day, sir. Have a good day, my man. Yes, sir.
Oh, mother.
Oh, man.
Who the you calling him? Really?
You the ugliest two sisters I've ever seen in my life.
Check out the wildest, most intense moments on Hardcore Pawn, where customers and staff bring the heat. And also get ready for some serious craziness at the pawn shop. Just another day at the pawn shop where we've got a mix of decent customers and, well, some pretty pathetic ones. Take this guy, for example. He may seem all laid back, but is he really?
What you got here?
That's a watch my grandmother gave me.
Wow, this dude received a watch from his grandma, which is pretty sweet, right? But here's the thing. He's convinced it's solid gold and expects a fat stack of cash for it. Well, let's hook him up with the amount he's hoping for. Let's find out.
500.
The problem is the metal on it is just stainless steel.
Well, the metal on it is just stainless steel, so that's disappointing. But how will this guy take it?
Yeah, you see this discoloration on the side?
No.
You don't see the rose?
Whoa, hold up. This dude just flat out rejected it without even taking a peek. Talk about a major red flag, am I right? Less than explain.
In between the links were gold plated. The gold plating had rubbed off. The watch had no value.
And then this guy's like, can I get someone else to check it out then? Because Les shut down his hopes of getting any cash. Whoa, okay, Mr. Expert. This dude is seriously not happy about it.
Value.
It does have value.
How about your chain? You want to pawn me your chain?
Anyway, being the sweetheart that he is, Les brings in another dude for a second opinion, just to be fair. But what happens next is totally mind-blowing and straight up disrespectful. Brace yourself for this one. It's gonna shock you.
Does this bozo know what he's doing?
Well, I wouldn't really call him names.
Seriously, this dude needs to chill and get a grip. I mean, who does he even think he is? Anyway, from that point on, things started spiraling down, and honestly, it's for all the right reasons.
500. Nothing. Stop being a bitch.
Now, Les ain't about to tolerate any disrespect, and nobody should. And this jerk is about to experience a dose of his own medicine. And let me tell you, it's not a pretty sight. Check out what Les has in store for him.
Give me my mother... Man, come over here and pick this bitch.
Oh man, this dude is about to get serious flipping off, I kid you not. You know what goes down with idiots like him? They're in for a rude awakening.
Yo, you, get him.
Yeah. Let's go, my man. Have a good day, sir. Have a good...
Gotta admit, that was seriously hilarious. What did Les have to lose? Nothing at all. But this guy, oh yeah, he got exactly what he deserved. The man just couldn't stop with the curses.
Sir, let yourself out. Let yourself out.
Oh, you think this was intense? Well, hold on tight, because you haven't seen anything yet. So this dude walks in, right? And he brings in some equipment, no beating around the bush, and straight up expects a cool $100 for it. Can you believe that?
Like, I'm trying to get at least $100 for it. $100? Yeah. I won't even be able to sell it for...
Well, the guy just flat out tells him that there's no way he can cough up $100. So the customer's disappointed, but hey, at least he's keeping his cool, right?
So how much can you give me, man? $20?
Well, we're clueless about what this dude's gonna pull off next. But hold up. Seth comes swooping in to handle the situation like a boss. Let's see how he tackles it.
Sitting on the back? Do you know what it is? It don't matter how many you sitting on in the back. Because then I can't...
Well, things are seriously heating up, and it's turning into a real mess. Seth tries to talk some sense into the guy, but he's just not cooperating. And instead, he's shouting like there's no tomorrow.
Dollars for this. You paid $200 for that, I overheard? Yeah, I mean, really, you paid $200.
So Seth breaks it down for him, saying it's not even worth $100. But this dude is now causing a scene, making a big fuss that's grabbing everyone's attention, to be honest.
I'm trying to get money for it. I've been waiting in this line for an hour. I need more than two.
This guy seriously needs to calm down. He's dropping way too many curse words. And honestly, it's gonna be his one-way ticket out of the shop. That's when Les steps in to take charge. Let's see how that plays out.
You gonna do old man?
Who you calling old mother?
Old man?
No way, he actually said that? Like seriously, what the heck? This guy just keeps digging his own grave, making the situation even worse for himself. Brace yourself, because what he does next is gonna leave you absolutely stunned.
Really, mother?
I got this. I got it. You wanna give me more than 20?
Oh my god, seriously? Can you believe it? This dude actually tried to mess with Les and thought he could get away with it without being kicked out. That's some messed up behavior right there. Like, what on earth was he even thinking?
Wait for an hour.
Really? Me? You?
Well, he totally got what he deserved. But guess what? That's not even the end of it. Brace yourself for this next one. So, this lady strolls into the store wanting to treat herself to a fancy watch. She's all sweet and ready to drop some cash. What could possibly go haywire, right?
This will be good.
Okay.
This one.
This is really pretty.
Now, this lady is seriously contemplating whether she should go for it or not. So, what's your take on it, guys? You think she'll end up taking it or not?
That's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
Good on you. It was 100.
100.
Okay.
She went for it. Well, everything's going pretty darn smooth so far. I don't want to jinx it, though, so let's just wait and see what unfolds next.
Here. No.
What is this?
It's a $100 gift card.
$100 gift card?
Hold up. Is that for real? She whips out a gift card with all this confidence, and hey, is that some kind of new payment method now? Ashley looks totally baffled by this turn of events.
Not a gift cards.
What would you call it? It
These
says
are
preferred customer.
Right.
Man, this lady is already super worked up the moment Ashley spills the beans that it's not a gift card. And she goes on to explain the situation. Talk about major agitation right off the bat.
It allows you discounts on the sales floor. You can't swipe this card and apply.
This lady is seriously caught off guard and maybe just can't handle the fact that it's not a gift card. And well, she's getting a bit too aggressive, folks. You know, the kind that usually gets shown the door and tossed out of the shop.
Turn around and swipe it, okay?
There's no swiper on this.
So you telling me I'm
I
losing?
gotta say, this lady is giving me some major secondhand embarrassment. I mean, it's crystal clear that the card cannot be swiped. Like, come on, that's basic common sense. But no, this woman just kept on making a complete fool out of herself.
I don't understand up in here, okay?
But what is she gonna swipe? Hold on, one second. Let me explain this to her.
Man, the way this woman is yelling, it won't be long before she gets the boot from the pawn shop. This customer is completely unreasonable, dude. But hey, props to Ashley for still trying to explain things calmly and patiently.
But where do you see a swipe thing on this? Do you see a
Someone needs to rein in this woman because the way she's throwing a fit over a gift card is seriously ridiculous. I mean, does she not even realize how foolish she looks? Just look at her, still going on and making an absolute spectacle of herself.
Somebody want to buy a preferred gift card?
There's not $100 on it. There's not.
Man, people can really lose it sometimes. It's wild. And last but not least, we get this other dude who goes absolutely bonkers. But here's the kicker. It's not about something he wants to buy or pawn. Now, you might be wondering, what on earth set him off then? Well, keep watching to find out.
Hey, how you doing? I'm here to buy an engagement ring.
So, no kidding, this guy is actually here to buy an engagement ring. Whoa, that's some exciting news, isn't it? Les coolly presents a selection of engagement rings, and you'd think everything would go smoothly, right? Well, except for the blaring car horns outside, because of course, nothing can be too easy. Oh, damn, so that's the reason for all the honking? There's a massive truck just sitting smack in the middle of the parking lot. Now, take a wild guess. Whose truck do you think that might be? Come on, give it a shot. It's not rocket science.
Semi-truck.
And then it's white gold.
That's me.
Sir, can you...
Ding, ding, ding. It's none other than this guy. So Les politely requests him to move his truck from there. And what do you think his response was?
Find your place to park?
Oh man, come on now. I'm in a hurry. I can't be moving my truck in this.
Yikes, did he seriously say that? I mean, how do some people not have basic common sense? Did he genuinely think he was doing the right thing? Les is clearly not putting up with it, and you could totally see that.
You don't have an option. You have to move your truck. I'll be more than happy to show
Can you believe this guy had the nerve to straight up say no? Well, let me tell you, things are about to take a turn for the worse for him. But just when he thought he couldn't dig himself any deeper, he goes ahead and proves you wrong.
Why are you so rude?
I'm not moving the damn truck.
Byron, take over.
Well, obviously he's about to get kicked out, and trust me, you gotta watch this. It's absolutely hilarious.
Move the truck. Come on, man. That's wrong, bro. Next time, parking on the freeway.
This dude should be totally embarrassed about his behavior. And oh boy, he didn't stop there. He just kept on going. And the last straw was this.
Move your truck.
Silver Surfer. Oh, guess what? We've got a bona fide comic enthusiast here. Big surprise. Like, who isn't, right? Well, this guy's taking his passion to a whole new level. Feast your eyes on what he brings in.
That's the Silver Surfer.
Silver Surfer.
Life size.
Tell me about it.
Well, this was a display for the Fantastic Four Rise of the Surfer movie. They made 1,500 of these, and plywood board. It is wrapped in a vac metal plastic wrap.
Oh, what a shocker. It's a collector's item. But hold up emotions, people, because it's got a price tag. I'm not sure if the experts are going to agree.
Well, online, these things go for $3,000. Actually, Silver Surfer was voted in the top 50 recognizable comic book heroes in America. I mean, I really went $2,000 for it.
I am willing to buy this from you for $500.
Hey, genius. If you're after that dream price, maybe hit up a comic store. Selling your treasure trove at a pawn shop? Yeah, real brainiac move here, buddy.
900 bucks. That's it. Think I'm gonna have to walk. All right, well, it was a pleasure. We're gonna go surfing on home. See you later.
Custom-made electric chair. Folks, take a puff. We've witnessed all sorts of weirdness at the pawn shop, but this fella's cranked it up a notch. Check out his wild sell list.
So tell us a little bit about them.
We have Halloween retail stores. This is a custom-made electric chair. There's a whole show if you guys want to see it.
Sure, go ahead, show us.
Hell yeah!
I'm really into this kind of thing. This might be the new feature at my house on Halloween.
Oh, just what we all need. A bedside toy that screams Halloween 24/7. No biggie, except it's art, not like living in a slasher fic or anything.
So we're looking to get about $8,000. Brand new, they're just above $9,000.
And that makes a lot of sense.
Right.
Buy a used one that's 6 years old.
Well, the cool thing about this one is that they don't make them like this anymore.
You're right, they don't. The new ones are digital.
Well, guys, Mr. Ambitious over here is dead set on this mystery item. Heaven knows what his grand plan is, but Les has a style for a bargain.
Thank you very much for bringing
Thank
it in. We appreciate it.
Thanks, damn it.
I'm a little disappointed that I gotta schlep it back home, but you know, with Michigan being, you know, like the #1 state for haunted houses and attractions and things like that.
Elephant skull haggle. Oh, guess what? No fancy sofa, no blingy ring, and no one-of-a-kind car to pedal? No worries. How about you trade an elephant skull for some greens? Because that's normal, right?
Skull of an elephant.
Really?
Very unusual.
It's very unusual.
My best friend had it, passed away, and I inherited this one. It's where the tusks were.
I understand that. It came from Africa?
Yeah, right.
Well, I
So-
can promise you nobody has ever brought in an elephant skull, ever. That I can
Little
tell you.
unique.
Ever wondered where one finds a thing like that? Well, surprise, surprise, there's a thriving market for massive elephant skulls. Yeah, you heard it right. Skull heads.
1,000. That's as low as I'm gonna go.
Let me talk to my elephant expert.
Africans are buying now for $2,300 and the Asians are $1,900.
The good part was, it's worth the money. There is a demand for elephant skulls, but I'll be damned if I'm giving it away.
Okay, peeps. When Les locks onto something, prepare for a solar eclipse, because he's not releasing his grip. Anyway, there's a plot twist in this pawn shop drama.
I got $700 bills waiting for me.
$750.
$700. And if you think it's worth $50 for you to schlep it home,
It isn't.
Schlep it.
It isn't.
Schlep it.
I'll give it to you for $7.
You got a deal. Thank you very much.
Thank
Come
you.
right over
Thank
here.
you.
We'll
Thank
take
you.
care
All
of
right.
it. All right.
Yeah.
Mark, thank you.
Bone Rattler. Okay, people, the granddaddy of speed in the house. Ready to snatch up a drag racing car from the pawn shop? Who knew shuffleboard was just a warm-up?
This guy is an expert. He knows all about drag racers. So does Jeff. Jeff is my jeweler, but he's much more knowledgeable with engines than I am. The guy that sold it to me said it cost him $85,000 to put it together.
Probably clipping along at about 250 miles an hour.
Fire this puppy up.
I don't know how to start it.
Gather around, youngsters. We got a drag racing sage here, boasting a mere 30 years under his belt. So the wisdom dump is here, as he schools the pawn shop owner.
You know how to start them?
Sure.
I knew you did. How long have you been racing dragsters?
For about 30 years.
Oh.
You ready for this?
I'm ready when you are.
All right, Mr. Been There, Done That. Let's see if your drag racing tales can seal this deal or take a nosedive. Now, coming straight to the negotiation.
20 grand.
7,500?
I don't think so. If you give me the money today, 15,000. I'll throw the skeletons in for free. We have a deal for 15,000?
I guess so.
Thank you very much.
Have a good
Enjoy
day.
your new car.
Mechanical Bull. Ah, the good old days of Wild West bull riding and rugged cowboys. Some dude missed the memo that it's not exactly the trendiest scene nowadays. Time to catch up, y'all.
Going for a ride in my parking lot, or what are we doing?
Let's have a little fun, girl.
We're trying to sell our mechanical bull.
Why do you have it?
A Western themed restaurant bar before, and that was the theme. We put the bull into the bar.
Well, slap on those cowboy hats. We got ourselves a scene here. But seriously, who's taking bets on whether they can wrangle a decent price for that rodeo-style bull riding?
Let's say you were to buy these brand new. How much do they cost?
They cost around 15 to 20,000.
How much do you want?
15,000.
So if I was to buy this brand new or buy this used from you, it's the same price.
Rental companies rent these out for $750 a day. There's a lot of revenue potential.
Ah! Man, sad to see these alpha men taking back their bull home. But folks, hold on to your hats. Maybe Ashley has something else in her mind.
3,000 right now.
45.
31.
39, you pack it up. That's my bottom dollar.
34.
I can't do it.
Sorry, good luck.
Dr. Death's van. Step right up, viewers. You've heard of Dr. Death, but today's highlight is the van that spotlights as the ride for assisted suicides. Because nothing says vacation like a one-way ticket, right?
This is a 1968 Volkswagen van owned by Dr. Death, Jack Kevorkian.
By Dr. Death.
This is the actual van that he did his first and several other assisted suicides in.
Jack Kevorkian was an iconic figure in the city of Detroit.
We're not aiming for a Valley of Chrome farewell tour this time. Mr. Big Bucks here wants a six-figure sum. Brace yourselves, because Les has his few concerns all queued up.
It is a piece of history.
I like buying weird.
You won't find another one.
The problem is, it doesn't make sense to spend six figures on something like this for me.
Well, you either love it or hate it.
But I love it. This is definitely a piece of Detroit.
A van oozing that delightful combo of creepiness and death vibes. So legit. However, why not throw in another expert opinion? Let's see how that went.
So 10,000 ain't gonna buy it.
No, I'm in the six-figure range.
20 grand?
No.
25 grand. 30 grand.
50 grand?
30.
One time. 50.
30 cash right now.
Bizarre bikini. Check out this granny of the century who strolls into the pawn shop with an elderly figure that has a lot to do with, I don't know. You have a look and maybe you decide.
Which is the doll?
I heard that. I'm undressing her.
What can I say? A really nasty looking woman, but a very cool item.
Yep, that's about accurate. You just saw a long-legged granny in a bikini. All the efforts are done in the name of art. However, our granny here invested in this model.
How much did you want for this thing?
I'd like to get $500 for it. This thing is art.
It's a very cool item, but not for that price. She's really cute. I mean, she's really fun to look at, but it's not going to be even close to 500 bucks.
Never mind, that was gonna be a deal breaker. Unless Les had some more quotes to add to the art piece, this stirs things up for the selling mix.
Here this woman was playing my game, and I was losing.
200.
190. I'll take it.
Will he stop?
Okay, schlep it home.
You know, I heard my dad saying it wasn't worth the extra $10. Bull.
She wants 200.
Latex vacuum bed. Look who's spicing up the pawn shop scene. This dynamic duo's got a latex vacuum fetish bed up for grabs. You know, just your average afternoon errand.
Latex vacuum bed.
A what?
A latex vacuum bed.
So you have sex with latex?
Pretty much.
It's like the autoerotic asphyxiation is what
Pretty
it is,
much,
correct?
yeah.
Bobby J surprisingly knew exactly what this thing was.
All right, I was wondering, who needs candlelit dinners when you can have vacuum-sealed intimacy? I'm not here to judge. However, here's a quick demonstration.
Is it normally when Felix has his hand over his mouth? Normally what they like.
I actually used it.
Are you breathing? Here we go.
Not gonna work. It's working.
Everyone's a critic when it comes to, what's the word? Innovative sleeping arrangements. Yeah, there we go. And we aren't sure if that ever went up for the big sale.
Used it.
So how could you not want to do this with him?
Because I don't want to suffocate.
It's not for everybody. I'm familiar with the bed. Very much so.
Just imagine having sex now. He don't have to hold you.
Perfect. Well, now we got that out of the way.
To sell Les Paul's document collection, including an incredibly unique and world's one-of-a-kind Les Paul SG guitar that belonged to his Aunt Mary. And guess what? She wasn't just some guitar lover or a casual Les Paul fan. So the seller is hoping to get $250,000 for this collection. The big question is it really worth that much? And is it still in good enough condition to fetch a high price? Let's find out. Rick Harrison calls for Drew, the expert from Authentic Autographs Unlimited, who specializes in forensic document examination. He then carefully examines the signature on the guitar and remarks that Les Paul had a unique and straightforward signature style. Interestingly, Drew notes that he never included his last name when signing autographs. He goes, Rick asked the seller, how much is he expecting from it? So he was like, I want $250,000 for it. But someone in the comments section went all out and said that those papers would fetch a whopping $190,000 if Joe Bonamassa got his hands on them. Another user totally agreed with him and even said that if this guitar showed up in the right magazine, some millionaire rock star would easily drop at least $200,000 for it. But here's the main part. Did the pawn shop actually make any profit? Hell yeah, they did. Once the show aired, they wasted no time and threw that bad boy up on eBay. And guess what? They scored a whopping $110,000 for it. They ended up making a cool $20,000 profit, guys. Now that's what I call a successful hustle. Next up, we have a customer who came in trying to sell a sword that was supposedly forged by the famous Yasutsugu family, known for making weapons for badass samurais back in the day. But here's the twist. The seller looked familiar to Corey. It turned out that he had been there before to sell a trophy. You'll be thinking what kind of trophy it must be. Maybe some ancient artifact or something, right? But no, it was actually a Grammy Award. Yes, all in excitement, Rick bought it. But later he found out that it was not allowed to be sold. Oops, I can see a great loss there. Because of that now, they had to be extra careful before dealing with this sword. They weren't sure if it was a legit samurai sword or just some ninja knockoff. The seller is a lawyer and claimed he had received the sword as payment for his legal work. Pretty cool, huh? Some users are even cracking jokes about why the guy was so willing to sell such a masterpiece. One such comment was he must have been scared of his wife's anger, whose eyes are always fixated on that sword. And if she ever gets her hands on it, she's ready to knock him off. Talk about a dangerous situation. Another user said he got robbed? Well, we have to wait to see the actual plot. Taking the lawyer's word for it, Corey decided to take the risk, and then he went ahead with the purchase, even without having an expert to check its authenticity. I mean, let's be real, that was pretty foolish, right? I mean, who was going to check if the thing was actually legit or not? So they asked the seller how much he wanted for it, and he said $5,000. The buyers were skeptical about its condition and started throwing offers as low as $800. That's a crazy drop. But the seller fought back, saying every bit of that sword is worth the full $5,000.
If you're gonna hold my feet to the fire and make me pay as much as I can, it's gonna be $1,500. I'll come down to $2,000. I've got 5 of them right there.
The shop wasn't ready to pay that much without knowing more about it, so Corey went up to $1,200. He was trying to get the best deal he could, but the seller didn't budge. They went back and forth until finally the seller settled for Corey's offer of $1,500 just to get Rick off his back for that Grammy thing. After buying the sword, Corey was not at peace and was restlessly waiting for the expert who was out of town during the appraisal. Finally, he got to meet up with Mike Yamasaki, the expert. And Corey explained how he took a shot in the dark and bought the sword without knowing if it's actually worth the money. So, after taking a small glimpse at it, Mike recognized it as a samurai sword and told Corey the history of the sword. He stated that after World War II, around 3 million Japanese swords were taken out of Japan by the occupying forces. In those days, the Japanese warriors, also known as samurai, were skilled professional fighters, and the samurai sword was like their badge of honor. If you didn't have one, no way you could call yourself a samurai, man. Then Mike decided to inspect the sword and took a closer look at it.
This is the proper way to take apart a Japanese sword. They've been doing this style for centuries.
Well, after the inspection was done, the expert discovered that the sword belonged to a super important samurai with ties to Japan's imperial family, probably from the 5th generation. Now, here was the interesting part. The Yasutsugu family only worked for high-level samurai, and their signature mark, like a logo, was detailed on the handle. It's the family crest of the Tokugawa family, who ruled Japan for a couple of centuries. And if anyone tried using it without permission, they'd end up losing their heads, along with their whole damn family. Scary, right? Well, it seemed that the sword had some serious historical value. Now, the big question is, how much is it worth in today's time? After considering the condition, the expert estimated that it can be restored for around $3,000. But here's the exciting part. After the restoration and blade sharpening, Corey could potentially sell it for a whopping $15,000. That's a tenfold increase from what he paid for it initially. So there you have it. Corey took a risk, bought the sword without knowing its true value, and it turned out to be a jackpot. But that was indeed a risky game. But does it always turn out to be luck, or sometimes they just lose everything? Well, we'll see this in the next episode, where a customer from Season 16 walks into the pawn shop, hoping that the shop will take his 1700s flintlock pistol off his hands. This thing is ancient, and looks fascinating for being so damn old. But the funny part, the gun looked puke-colored.
Did you do the amazing restoration on it?
I did not.
Well, let's talk about the history of this gun. Now, the invention of the flintlock pistol back in 1615 was a total game-changer in warfare. But here's the thing. Hector, the seller, had no idea about the pistol's origin. It was passed down to him by his father, and he's looking to score $500 for it. But Rick has some concerns. It's pretty darn obvious that this thing has been messed with. So he decided to call in his arms expert, who knows his stuff when it comes to guns. Finally, the expert Alex Kramer arrived. He's the CEO of International Military Antiques. He takes one look at the pistol and straight up calls it ugly. Ouch! Apparently, some shoddy paint job messed up the gun, and it can't even be opened properly. But hey, on the bright side, the details and engravings on the pistol are top-notch. They got this fancy style called grotesque, with all these weird-looking human and animal shapes. And the markings underneath are high quality too. Too bad the paint on the lock is so thick that they can't even see the gun maker's name. That would have helped figure out when and where it was made. Now Rick's super curious if this thing is actually worth anything. The expert takes a quick look and comes up with an estimate.
I think it would be about $1,000. Once we restore it, if I can get it functional, I think it's at least $3,000.
With that estimated value in mind, Rick decides to make an offer.
So, I will give you $150 and relieve you of your problem.
Would you do $250?
Damn, just $150? Even though Alex said it was worth $5,000. Rick always pulls out the excuse that it's hard to sell, and there aren't many buyers out there. After a short negotiation, the seller settles for a mere $200. I know, unbelievable and kinda unacceptable. But since the gun isn't in great working condition, I guess it was the best they could do. Rick decided to take a chance and handed the gun over for restoration. Will it hit the jackpot or lose his $200? Let's see. After a successful restoration job, Rick receives some surprising news about the gun's value. It has brought back all the original details and made it look absolutely gorgeous. And guess what? It turned out even better than expected.
With all of the engraving on the brass, that grotesque mask came out really well.
It did come out amazing.
But Alex hasn't tested it yet because he wanted Rick to witness its sight. And the best part? If this baby shoots, Rick might get a whopping $5,000. Damn. Well, let's watch if it works.
I got my headphones on, so I can't hear you.
Yeah!
Whoa, it worked perfect.
So after successfully restoring the item and getting it in working condition, Rick could be making $5,000 on an item he bought for just $200. That's a crazy profit of $4,800. Absolutely hard to believe, right? Someone even commented that Rick straight up robbed Hector in broad daylight. Users are not holding back with their savage opinions. Well, keeping everything aside, this was indeed one of the craziest profits earned at Pawn Star Shop. Moving on, which has two heads. So what we got here is a Russian order, and that's what this medal represents. It's a piece of history that dates back 800 years. Pretty neat, huh? Well, neat in the sense of 800 years of Poland's struggles, constantly being conquered, reconquered, and fighting for their freedom throughout their entire history. Users also shared how this whole episode reminded them of their beloved history classes back in their school days. It brought back memories of learning about the triumphs, tragedies, dramas, and even the occasional humor that filled those lessons. With the background story out of the way, Rick finally gets down to the burning question. What's the damn thing worth? Because obviously he bought it without knowing its worth. Okay, so we're talking about a medal of Fabergé quality here. Crazy enough to give Rick some hope. Sadly, Craig has some serious concerning news for him. Apparently, the market for this specific medal is pretty thin. He can't cash, but hey, Craig's always got a solution up his sleeve. So, shop to meet Rick and brought with him some exciting news. He got in contact with a guy in Germany who has a box for this medal, has the ribbon for it, and even the breast star. It's all part of a set, you see, but there's a big hole in the guy's box, specifically for the neck order. And Craig just knew that he finally found a potential buyer for the medal, someone who needs to complete their set. Now, both the parties are ready to strike a deal. One person made a comment praising the honesty of Craig, noting how he offered a price range for the medal that matched its actual value of $30,000 to $40,000. Despite knowing that Rick had only paid $6,000 for it, Craig could have easily offered a lower price, like $12,000, and made a huge profit. But instead, he respected Rick and still managed to make some money while being fair. This man named Randy walked into the store with a huge-ass vending machine. He believes that his machine is from the 1940s.
Candy? Yes, sir. You know who loves candy, right? This guy.
Well, chum, we know your love for candies. But is this deal as sweet as them? This machine sure has Chum's heart, but Randy doesn't even know if it works, and neither does he have the keys to it. Well, let us look into what Chum thinks about it and whether he thinks it would be worth the cost.
Just taking a look at it, I mean, it looks pretty rough shape. There's a lot of rust on it.
It sure needs a good restoration, but Randy wants $1,000 for it. Man, it already needs so much work to be done. I personally don't think it's worth investing so much, but who am I to suggest? Oh, how the chum had been schooled by experience. A lesson etched deep into the fibers of his being. Scarred by past misjudgments and Rick's scoldings, he now approached each decision with newfound caution. But hold on to your seats, for the words that spilled from the expert's lips were nothing short of astonishing. Get ready to be astonished, for the expert's revelation is nothing short of extraordinary.
Whoa.
Oh boy, right? The guts are missing. So what this needs...
Man, it is empty inside. All the mechanisms are missing. The expert saved Chum's ass today on this one. The expert adds that in this condition, the machine is max $300. Whoa, that was a low blow for Randy, it seems. He cannot believe the price dropped from $1,000 to just $300.
Up and running and painted, obviously.
$4,500.
$4,500. Okay.
Well, this machine is asking too much. Chum noticed it and got the bargain straight from $1,000 to $75. And they just shook hands on $100. But a deal is a deal. Let's see how Chum restored it and made it a good sales machine for his own bars.
Whoa! Holy chum bar!
Check it out, right?
That is freaking awesome.
Whoa, the machine is brand new again. No one can even imagine how it was before. And I know you're thinking no one got furious here. But hey, the video doesn't end here. You see, Rick was not so happy about the sweet gift lying in the garage.
Why are your candy bars in it?
That's the gift it keeps on giving, Rick. That thing, you can sell it for $6,500 today. Dollars off it every day for the rest of its life.
Rick's fury reaches its boiling point as he directs his anger toward Chum. With intense frustration in his voice, he makes it clear that he's had enough. In a sharp and cutting tone, Rick declares that if anyone wants to get their hands on Chum's chocolate bar, they can simply take a stroll across the parking lot and purchase it directly from the store. No more concessions or accommodations. The message is clear. Rick has drawn a line in the sand, leaving Chum to face the consequences consequences of his actions. It's a harsh ultimatum that hangs heavily in the air, leaving Chum to contemplate the future of their strained relationship. Will Chum take the opportunity to make amends, or will the rift between them widen further? Only time will tell how this explosive situation will unfold. The timeless dance of irritation between Chum and Rick, an intricate routine that never fails to provoke a symphony of exasperation. As a well-worn melody played on a perpetual loop, Chum's knack for pushing Rick's buttons has become a legendary saga of vexation and amusement. With each encounter, their interactions tread the line between exasperated sighs and affectionate eye rolls, a delicate balance that keeps the audience captivated. The sparks of frustration fly freely, igniting a wild dynamic that has become an integral part of the show's charm. So, dear observer, prepare yourself for yet another chapter in the saga of Chum and Rick's fierce relationship, where irritation and amusement intertwine in a dance that never ceases to entertain. Did you know that Chum's not just passionate about candies, he is passionate about diving as well? You can't even imagine what he buys next. He goes to buy a sailboat! Yes, you heard it right, a full sailboat. Rick was unhappy about the candy machine. You can't even imagine how he's gonna react to this deal.
Give you that.
The weight of anticipation hangs heavy, like a dark cloud looming overhead. In the midst of this suspenseful moment, Rick's anger simmers beneath the surface, ready to erupt like a volcano. The stakes are high, and the consequences of Chum's potential misstep could be dire. Prepare to have your mind blown. Have you ever heard of a street-legal pirate ship? No worries if you haven't, because it was a revelation for me too. Picture this, a captivating vessel that sails through the streets instead of the high seas. This audacious individual is actually selling a pirate ship that doesn't navigate water, but instead driven around during parades and events. The sheer novelty of this concept is enough to make your jaw drop. Can you imagine the spectacle of a fully decked out pirate ship roaming the streets, spreading swashbuckling cheer and captivating onlookers? It's an unconventional twist on the nautical adventure, where imagination takes flight on wheels instead of waves. A fascinating change that challenges traditional boundaries and sparks the imaginations of all who encounter it.
For a ship, you can actually drive 60 miles an hour on the highway. This is awesome.
In a moment of anticipation, Chum captures a picture of the pirate ship and eagerly sends it to Rick, seeking his seal of approval. It's no secret that Chumlee's heart is set on acquiring this extraordinary vessel. However, Rick's response reveals a familiar pattern. He doesn't always share Chum's level of enthusiasm. Despite Chumlee's unwavering excitement, Rick's support wavers, casting a shadow of doubt over Chum's aspirations. Nevertheless, amidst the uncertainty, Chumlee embarks on an unforgettable adventure on the ship, immersing himself in a world of whimsy and joy. The pirate ship becomes a catalyst for moments of pure bliss as Chumlee discovers a sense of freedom and exhilaration that he has never experienced before. It's a testament to the power of chasing dreams, even in the face of skepticism. Join Chumlee as he embraces the sheer thrill of sailing on that ship, creating memories that will last a lifetime.
If I can make a deal, Rick will think I'm the man.
As the wind tousled Chumlee's hair and the weather played its part, a symphony of elements converged to enhance his adoration for the float even further. Each gust of wind whispered its approval as if urging him to embrace the exhilaration that danced in the air. The perfect weather conditions seemed to align, creating an enchanting atmosphere that heightened his connection with the pirate ship. With every passing moment, Chumlee's affection for the vessel grew as if it were infused with magical essence. In the midst of it all, Chumlee savored the joy and freedom that enveloped him, cherishing the sensation of pure bliss as he sailed through the streets on the ship that had captured his heart. As Chumlee eagerly awaits Rick's response, hoping for validation and support, his heart sinks when he reads the crushing words that appear on his screen. Rick's text delivers a blow that pierces Chumlee's enthusiasm, leaving his spirit wounded and his dreams deflated. The message, like a dagger to the heart, shatters the joy and optimism Chumlee had been clinging to. The heartbreaking reality sets in as he realizes that Rick's words don't align with his own deep-rooted passion for the pirate ship. It's a moment of profound disappointment as Chumlee grapples with the stark contrast between his own excitement and Rick's lack of endorsement. Emotions swirl within him, hurt, confusion, and a tinge of resentment.
I'm sure he's not going to buy it. He doesn't have any money on him.
But he's an idiot.
Amidst the tangled web of desires and concerns, Corey possesses a keen understanding of Chumlee's nature. He recognizes that once the request to abstain is made, Chumlee is unlikely to proceed with the purchase. In this aspect, Rick's fears find resonance in Corey's assessment. The rational part of their minds acknowledges the validity of Rick's concerns. Even if Chumlee were to succumb to impulsive desires and make a foolish decision, the stark truth remains. The price of the pirate ship far surpasses his financial means. It looms above his allowance like an insurmountable hurdle, a barrier that cannot be breached without dire consequences. The clash between longing and practicality creates a dilemma that Chumlee must confront head-on. Will he heed the warnings and let go of the unattainable dream? Or will he risk it all in pursuit of his heart's desire? The outcome hangs precariously in the balance as Chumlee grapples with the weight of responsibility and the allure of the forbidden. The owner wanted $250,000 for it. Man, that is a little too much. The last bargain he could agree on was $190,000, man. That is still so much money. Chumlee was so sure that Rick would want to get it, until he checks his phone.
Do not buy the float. That was Rick, my boss.
The man had been driving Chumlee around all of the efforts in explaining it. And all for what, man? Just to get rejected on a text message?
Whatever. Oh, sorry, man.
Man, I really feel so bad for Chumlee. Everyone gives an attitude to my boy here, and he just takes it all. Well, enough of Chumlee. Sometimes even Rick makes a mistake, and the great Harrison is not at all happy about this one. A captivating scene unfolds as Bill strides into the store, his presence immediately catching the attention of the Pawn Stars crew. In his possession, he carries a Wells Fargo strongbox, an intriguing artifact that exudes a sense of mystery and historical significance. As if that weren't enough, he adds to the spectacle by unveiling antique balls and chains, further piquing the curiosity of everyone present. Bill, confident in his offering, sets the price at a hefty $2,000. A sum that raises eyebrows and sets the stage for a fascinating negotiation.
We got a Wells Fargo strongbox and some antique ball and chain.
Okay, you do have a...
The anticipation builds as the Pawn Stars team contemplates the value and potential of this unique collection. Will they be able to strike a favorable deal that satisfies both Bill's expectations and their own interests? With his vast knowledge and years of experience, Rick's expertise comes to the forefront as he steps into the bargaining arena. Determined to navigate the deal without relying on external advice, confident in his abilities, he draws upon his extensive understanding of historical artifacts and market trends to assess the true value of Bill's offering. Rick's sharp mind is like a well-honed tool, dissecting the details and uncovering the hidden gems within the collection. As the negotiation unfolds, his eloquence and persuasive arguments come alive, revealing a masterful display of wit and intellect. Rick's knowledge becomes a formidable weapon, allowing him to strike a delicate balance between fair pricing and maximizing the potential of the transaction. It's a testament to his experience and a showcase of his ability to thrive in the world of bargaining, showcasing the power of a sharp mind in the pursuit of a favorable deal.
Electrically welded. See how these have arcs from an arc welder?
Sure, okay.
Okay, and my other big concern?
As Rick utters the phrase "other concern," a flicker of suspicion dances in his eyes, indicating that there may be more at play than just the handcuffs. His discerning gaze scrutinizes the items within the Wells Fargo strongbox, sensing something amiss. What could it be? A forged antique? A replica masquerading as a genuine artifact? The anticipation mounts, and the negotiation takes an unexpected turn as Rick dives deeper into his investigation. Determined to unveil the secrets concealed within the box, Rick further adds that the box might actually be real, but the stuff in it is absolutely not, so that made him a little concerned about it, to which the man explains that the stuff was not in the box. He just kept it all in there.
You always see a Wells Fargo strongbox in an old Hollywood Western, so this will definitely get a lot of interest from collectors.
The bargain started at $1,200, but hey, we know Rick. He is damn good at bargains. He finally sealed the deal at $450. But obviously, we need a piece of expert advice over here. Mark, the man with all his knowledge and his beard, is called back to the store.
Have you already bought this? That sounds bad.
Mark further tells Rick the bad news. It was a complete fake.
Damn it, Rick.
Looks like Harrisons get pissed off on this show, but hey, another day, another lesson to be learned, right? Kicking off with this episode, which is sure to give you quite a jolt.
Hey, how's it going?
The episode just starts with a casual conversation between Rick and an old man. But look what he's got! Yes, my friends, you just laid eyes on an 1884 Colt that was used in the Wyoming Range War, also known as the Johnson County War.
Goes with it.
There's nothing like a good book after a good shooting.
That's what I always say.
And not to forget the book that comes with it. I mean, you gotta keep the rare flock together. Rick, as usual, begins his quiz, asked a whole lot of questions before investing his money into something that a normal person would have bought in a heartbeat.
So how exactly did you get the gun?
My father got this from the great-great-granddaughter of Fred Koch.
Are these many questions ever asked while I go to sell something antique? Maybe. How would I know? I've just gone to the shops to buy something, never to sell anything. But wait, it seems like he practiced it the whole night, answered all the questions like a pro. That man did better than the rest of us would do in our lives. Tough college times. Wait, what did my eyes just witness? Rick narrating the whole Wyoming Range War story.
Basically, large cattle barons feuding with really small cattle ranchers. The small guys were stealing cattle.
It felt like a whole history lesson to me. I must say, Rick does have some insane knowledge about antiques. The way he narrated the whole thing was nothing less than an informative history class. Not gonna lie. Moving further, we see Rick's intelligence as he checked all the details provided on the document just like a professional would.
It's a 45 caliber. This is a 45 caliber. It's a 5.5-inch barrel. That's a 5.5-inch barrel.
With this line, when you throw on a personal story that actually ties a cowboy to a gun, that's the kind of thing collectors love. I can see he clearly knows how to hit the proper note.
But when you throw in a personal story that actually ties a cowboy to a gun, that's the kind of thing collectors love.
Without a second thought, the man quoted $55,000 for the gun. What do you think? Are Rick and the old man on the same page? Well, for you to know that, you have to continue watching.
I'd like $55,000.
$55,000?
And obviously, before getting such a huge amount out of his pocket, he wanted a second opinion on the matter, for which he called an expert.
Get someone down here, he'll tell me if it actually belonged to this guy.
To be honest, I really don't get it. How can one identify if it's original or fake by just looking at some words written on a piece of paper? Anyway, who am I to say anything?
What we have here, it's really hard to make that connection.
Some facts were served right there. Like clearly, who else if not Rick would know more than for how much something like that goes in his shop. And you know, Pawn Stars is all about who bargains best to make the most profit. So let's see who gets to cut the cake tonight. And just when he thought things couldn't get crazier, Rick dropped the price and set his bet to $1,500. And all that effort went to waste right in front of your eyes.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna be able to do that. I think maybe I'll see if I can maybe get some more provenance.
That was pretty obvious. No one would want to sell an antique for this measly amount of money. Definitely not a very profitable deal. And with that deal went flying Rick out of Rick's hands. But in this next episode, this person walks in with a really interesting gun. But how interesting? You're about to find out.
Yeah, it's like something James Bond would wear.
Yeah, right. You just saw that, huh? But that's not out of a James Bond movie. That thing is as real as it gets.
What can I help you with?
I'm here to sell my ring pistol today.
Well, you know how a gun never stays in the shop for long, be it whatever shape or size. But this thing is something I've never seen or even heard of before. Have you ever seen a pistol ring? Boy, you're looking at it right now. This is something definitely worthy of adding to the antique collection list. Come on, you have to agree with me. Everything about this pistol ring is antique, from loading it to the trigger to its hammer. This thing is a killer. Literally. You know what? If I ever went undercover on a mission, I would definitely carry this cute little devil. James Bond, we just found your vibe. And I know Rick would agree with me too. Yeah, that man seems very particular about the price he's going to ask for that dangerous ring.
I'm looking to get $9,000. I'll use it to buy some of the things I collect more often.
I personally would wear that ring everywhere. It's an all-in-one combo, kind of a hidden treasure who can double up like your personal bodyguard. It's unreal how cool this thing is. But hey, did Rick just contradict me?
Wear them just for fashion.
Damn. Rick has got a good sense of humor, not gonna lie. Seriously, getting hit by that mini pistol ring would definitely hurt your ego hard, man.
It's also seriously a gun. I mean, it would really hurt getting shot with this thing.
And oh, I kid you not when I say that the man clearly did his homework right. He literally asked for $9 grand in the blink of an eye. I mean, that piece truly is a showstopper. But that expensive? Damn.
A $9 grand. They're pretty rare.
So what happened is that the deal took an intense turn, and Rick, being the smartest in this show, had to prove it. So before finalizing the deal, he wanted a bit of expert advice. I mean, that's always better than regretting later, right? So let's see what the expert had to say about this antique pistol ring.
The European gunsmiths, they were making all kinds of little weird things. This is the Imperial Protector. Basically,
looks like this tiny mean machine has taken down quite a few people in the past. So it must cost a bomb. But let's hear it from the expert himself.
For $11,500.
Okay. Thanks, Tony. I really appreciate it.
Whoa, I never expected that. $11.5K? That's crazy. And just look at the size of that thing. That thing is golden for sure. But as you know, Rick plays by his own rules, and I'm curious to know what he has to offer.
I'll give you $3,000 for it.
No, can't do it.
Okay, so Rick is trying to settle the deal for $3 grand. But bro, that's like not even half the price the seller asked. Do you think the man will accept the offer? For someone who knew a great deal about the pistol ring, I don't think this man is gonna budge. But Rick wasn't ready to give up or give in as yet. So, do you think they'd both settle on the same grounds? Who do you think is gonna win this round? Well, let me put your anxiety to rest, for here comes the moment you're waiting for.
As amazing as this thing is, I'm sorry, I just can't do it.
And just like that, Rick missed the chance and saw the extraordinary collector's pride walk right out of his door. But what happened in this next episode is even crazier.
Working with an instrument maker and got really interested with the harmonica.
You know how music instruments can be great collectibles. In which case, what do you think about an ancient instrument that has an emotional connection to it? Does it help double up the price? Well, I don't know about you, but I have never seen a shining gold M Hohner harmonica.
We've all played a harmonica once in our lives.
Right, we have.
And we thought we were good at it.
So for those of you who don't know who Matthias Hohner is, here's a quick history lesson for you. Hohner was a trained watchmaker born in Germany. And his company, Math Hohner AG, is the oldest and largest producer of harmonicas in the world. If you want to know more about this masterpiece, here's Rick for you. So apparently the watchmaker was so blown away by the piece that this is what happened.
So he saw the writing on the wall, but he was also working with an instrument maker and got really interested with the harmonica.
Rick's knowledge never fails to amaze me. There's no question that he is a master of his job, and his trade skills are even better. But is this going to be a jackpot or a lost cause? Before Rick states his price, he found a problem with the musical piece.
You get in the ballpark.
Okay, all right.
It's plastic, and it's not in the greatest shape.
I don't know, it's not too bad a shape.
The cardboard's coming off.
Oh no, that's going to majorly affect the price of this beautiful piece right here. So while the seller was holding on to a grand $500, what Rick pitched was unbelievable.
Here's $75 for it.
It cost
$75? Wow. I would feel humiliated if I was that harmonica right now. I mean, come on, man, it's not that bad. But what can I say? Rick knows better. And the seller wasn't ready to back up, and even had a genuine reason for it.
$1 to fill my truck up with gas right now. I can't take 75.
I find the man reasonable. The least you can do is compensate his gas. But as you know, there are no emotions involved in business. Rick's not taken aback by anything, and sticks with his price, but he failed to grab the deal. I think he wouldn't mind much though, because the harmonica was plastic, and it was also peeling off in some places. So sadly, the seller needed to go back home with the broken instrument, and he couldn't even make enough money for gas anyway. Next up, we got this interesting thing that you'd never expect at a pawn shop.
The guy just pulled in the parking lot with a boat he wants to sell. So Chum and I...
Yes, it's a freaking boat! What you're looking at is a 1958 Sea Flight Glastron, and this is no common sight, y'all. Rick and Chum came to take a look at the huge and fascinating boat, and it looks like they already like what they're looking at.
57 Chevy, didn't they?
Sure did. Is it a convertible?
And how could something start without Chumley's irrelevant questions, right? Like always, he was more worried about the boat being convertible or not. Well, Chum, you definitely cannot expect everything to be fancy, okay? Despite that, I can't help but love Chumley's confidence. Meanwhile, the seller has made up his mind to demand a hefty $10,500 for the boat. Let's hope he can make just as much from the master of negotiation. And this time, the item in question was a timeless beauty, created in 1958, standing tall, defying the effects of time. Whoever maintained it surely did it with the utmost care and dedication. Great work right there, but I think someone is already getting busy coming up with the numbers.
It looks just like the 57 Chevy I got for the old man's birthday. It's definitely tempting because
Rick's already deciding how he was going to pitch this look-alike a 57 Chevy.
this Glastron boat is awesome, but boats are tough to sell, so it has to be a home.
Like he already said, boats are money pits. I mean, nobody would want to keep this huge boat in their homes as an antique. Quite rare, as the word suggests itself. But this seller is definitely giving Rick tough competition. With all that USP knowledge he was throwing about, he came in here ready to face the pawnbroking world.
Do you know why?
Because it was a little 17-foot boat.
No, because it was fiberglass. No more wood boats. Wood boats were moving out.
But what happened next was totally unexpected.
10-5.
In an unexpected turn, the owner of the boat bravely revealed a startling price tag, $10,500. Wow, that's crazy. What do you think Rick is gonna do? Will he buy it or break it?
I don't even want to make you an offer. There's too much work that's got to be done for me to make anything.
Did you see that? Rick didn't even make an attempt to convince the donor to accept a lesser price. But that's exactly what the show is all about, expecting the unexpected. But you cannot miss this museum piece that just made its entry into the shop today. A man brought in an ancient coin, a portrait of Julius Caesar from the month before he was assassinated.
Well, I have a coin here. It's a portrait coin of Julius Caesar from the month before he got assassinated.
But before that, quick history lesson. Did you know Caesar was the first living person to be depicted on Roman currency? Back then, this honor was only reserved for the gods, so you can imagine Caesar's position in the society. So you know that having him on a coin is quite exclusive, and any historical coin collector would be yearning to get their hands on this coin.
Would do what was necessary to preserve the Republic. Okay, and no matter what he did in office,
Rick was taken in by the intriguing offer, and his sincerity came through, creating a favorable environment for a possible deal. Rick, though, sticks to his strategy since he was logical. As you know, the man is a smart specialist who always seeks professional advice before taking major action. But let's see what the price on offer is.
how much were you looking to get out of it?
I want $4,400, please.
Okay.
I like this man's confidence and how he's so adamant about the asking price, exactly the way it should be.
The style is correct. Everything is right.
Okay.
It's perfectly genuine.
The expert's analysis is giving us a ray of hope with each passing second. So let's see what the experts have to say.
$1,500.
Retail?
Retail.
Wait, what was that? $1,500? Are you kidding me? I thought that coin was a big deal. But what just happened? It's ridiculous. I mean, sometimes you can never explain how things turn out to be in the pawn world. Just like this episode where a man walked in claiming to have a 1951 Yankees team signed ball.
1951 Yankees team signed baseball.
For those who may not know, the New York Yankees of the 1940s and 1950s were the most dominant team in baseball history. They won 10 World Series titles only between 1947 and 1962. Including their 5 consecutive World Series victories from the 1949 to 1953 season. However, things have now taken a turn, and the glory remains in history. Coming back to the item in concern, the seller also claimed that the ball had the signatures of around 22 to 23 Yankee players from around that time. And out of all of them, it had the signatures of Joe DiMaggio and Mickey Mantle.
Had about 22, 23 signatures on
The year 1951 holds a special place in baseball history, as it was Joe DiMaggio's final season and Mickey Mantle's first. Also, Yankees won their 14th World Series that year. Buckle up, because this episode is sure to amaze you.
My grandfather went to a game in 1951 with my mother and received
The seller said that it was his grandfather who managed to get this iconic baseball. According to him, his grandfather went to a game in 1951 with his mother and received the autographs from a friend of his that was involved with the team. Well, sounds fair enough to me.
Baseball doesn't really mean a lot to me. It's got some family heritage, but it's a baseball.
I wonder why so many people want to sell something that has an emotional connection with them. But the seller's reason behind selling such an iconic ball seems pretty fair to me.
This would be perfect for the company softball game.
Chumley, I'm fixing to hit you.
Charlie was trying to play the fool, but Benjamin remained unaffected, steadfastly focused on the business at hand. Benjamin saw nothing but the business and got right back into it.
I don't trust this guy. I don't trust nobody. Especially when they're trying to sell me stuff.
Benjamin, I can feel you totally. It's not like we don't trust anybody, but it's always better to be sure when there's a ton of money involved. No doubt the expert had to be called in.
I do believe that this is a genuine 1951 Yankees baseball.
Whoa, it looks like there's some good news for the man, and we might see some bills going out of the shop. But wait, don't be sure. You never know when the deal goes south.
I think $3,000 is a reasonable amount for the ball.
With audacity that leaves me breathless, a staggering demand of $3,000 was quoted for the ball. And it's quite obvious as well. After all the authentication and the proof, anyone would ask for that kind of money.
They fired about $800.
But wait, what? Benjamin just quoted $800? That's it? No one would sell it for that much, Benjamin. But he was in this business before most of us, and I assume he'd know better. So these were some of the times deals got out of hand on Pawn Stars. So which one of these intrigued you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe for more such videos. And I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, guys.
That's right. No, No, I'm not. And you're not going to come in here demanding money from me.
How would you like?
Customers usually go through several stages when they hear that their item's not as valuable as they thought. The first is disbelief, followed by denial, anger, and even assault. In this video, we see a woman who assaults a security guard. Another insults and body shames Ashley, and one almost takes a swing at Les. The thing all these people have in common is that they were shocked at the real value of their item.
Yes, ma'am.
I was coming to pawn my ring because I have to pay my rent. It was due a couple weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Why you keep looking at my ring like that? Is real? I mean, what, you want the studs on my lip or something?
Pawning it. I'm not buying it. You're just pawning it. You want to pawn it? Keep control of herself? I don't know. She's lucky. My security staff didn't.
There's never a shortage of people who don't know their item is fake. The truth makes this woman explode at Les, but she never stands a chance because Les has backup.
Hi.
Hi. I'm Ashley.
I'm Nana.
Nana.
Mm-hmm. I called up here and I got an estimated price, and they told me that I could get $400 for these.
You called up here and got an estimated price.
Yeah.
Who did you talk to?
Nicole?
Nicole. Over the phone?
Yes,
But we
ma'am.
don't see them over the phone. She is lying.
Where Nikki at?
Nikki.
Nicole.
Well, which is it, Nicole or Nikki?
Listen, it's real diamonds. All I know is I need my $400.
All right. I'm looking at the diamonds, and I know right off the bat the weight is just not gonna make it. I know I am not gonna be able to help her. I can do 185. No, I'm not. And you're not gonna come in here demanding money from me.
Yeah, because that's what I called for. Nikki! What? No, Nikki!
She all of a sudden darted away from me, started screaming for Nikki. It was like a bat out of hell.
A customer comes in to pawn her jewelry, but she's not ready for what Ashley has to say about it.
Excuse me. Nikki! First of all, you're not gonna scream in my store.
Well, first of all, you're not gonna walk up on me either.
This is Nikki, and
they told me that they were gonna give me $400.
Oh, so look at
and
these
now they telling me that I got money and I need it now.
Don't you
No, Dad, I need my money right now.
I don't know what this chick was talking about. She was very confused, but I know one thing for certain. Nana needed to go.
You like that?
Well, you disrespected me in my store.
Don't you?
Okay.
Everybody in this door.
Joe. Okay, have a good day.
And kiss me.
Keep walking. Bye. Nana. Give me a headache.
Nana's smart enough to leave before security throws her out, but she makes sure that she's got the last word.
Hi. Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm well. I'm here today. I want to pawn my computer. I'm trying to get my son into a technical high school. I know it's ugly, but it's
No, I didn't say it was ugly. How much you looking to get?
Like 175. Oh, that's not enough. I really wish you could give me like 150.
Have you ever had an impound before?
Yeah, I'm a gold card member.
Get it for you for the same amount that you've had it in for.
What was that? You consider the fact that I've been patronizing this business since '97?
I really appreciate
you're not giving me what I want.
Well, I don't give everybody what they want.
$157?
You done?
No, I'm not done.
Okay. Do you want the 100?
No, I don't.
Okay, then goodbye.
This customer walks in with a laptop and a price that just won't cut it. Ashley knows this one's gonna have to go.
What do you mean goodbye?
You can walk out the store.
I can. But am I gonna walk out?
You will.
Who's gonna make me? I want to see somebody make me leave up out of this giving me what I want.
I don't give everybody what they want.
150.
Well, if you had
as
something
a patron that's been patron since '97. No, I'm not done. I want to see somebody make me leave up out of this.
Are you a lady or are you a child?
I don't give what I am. And don't think that you won't. Because all I got to do is make a phone call. You know what? Well, get out. I'm not going out of here. Get out. Me up. Don't touch me. Get out of my store now. I've been patronizing this business since '97.
You have an English degree, right?
No, I don't.
Despite Ashley's efforts to help her, the woman goes ballistic. Felix, the security guard, escorts the woman out, but she doesn't go quietly.
I was coming in to try and get like $1,500 for this.
Okay.
I'm trying to get my baby daddy out of jail, and I've been really trying to work things out with us. I love him dearly. I was his first phone call, so that lets me know that he loves me.
Huh?
No, not $50. I want $1,500
I'm sorry,
for
I
these.
can't help you with that.
I said.
I don't care what you said.
I said I want $1,500.
I'm not giving you $1,500.
$1,500.
I am not giving you.
To get my man out, okay? I want $1,500. What part of that you ain't understanding?
You need a hug.
No, don't give me no damn hug.
Oh, you need a hug.
I don't want no damn hug.
disrespect, man.
I don't want no half milk.
The woman comes in to trade baseball cards. However, the only thing she manages to do was initiate a shouting match with Ashley. This one is put out the door fast.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
What can I help you with?
Either trying to get a loan on it or you guys can buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to sell it for maybe like $150.
It's $50.
This thing costs way more than this.
Okay, but I'm not going to pay you for the amount that you think it's worth because it's stained. This is not one of the newer ones. This is not this season. I know about purses.
But you still willing to buy for $50 though. So if it wasn't worth, why would you even say $50?
So they didn't say it wasn't all.
Can I talk to somebody else? Why do I have to talk to you?
Because
You
I'm the
disrespectful.
manager. I'm disrespectful and you call me a pepperoni.
You're not the owner. The owner is the other man. You must have. How you get here? To the top.
Customers are just shocked when they're told the real value of their item, but this customer's just straight up disrespectful.
How much you want to spend? I got $70. I've seen them for $70 to $80 at other pawn shops. Yeah? With 2 games.
But as long as you'd like.
Does it come with a warranty?
It comes with an as-is warranty.
A PlayStation?
I saw them for $100.
What you gonna do?
I don't know.
The PlayStation's really hot stuff at the moment, but the customer who wants one is far from hot. He's mostly just hot-headed.
I ain't been shot already. What? Ain't nothing here. You're just another door guy to me. Yeah.
Throw it down. Throw it on $70.
I ain't. Oh, you don't have it.
Have a good day. Have a good day.
Hey, what you think?
What is all that about? What is all that about?
No, this one level beat your ass down here. Go on. You right here.
You bitch. They're not real.
What? No, these is real. Look, when you hold up to the light, bing, you hear that? Bing, that's the diamond sound.
Don't you think I would offer you money for them?
No, I know what this is. Why your big ass standing here? What the you want? So you can give me my $300. Whatever, told me my ass haters. Bye.
Have a nice day.
The next customer is a lady with diamonds from her fiance, or so she thinks. Les breaks the bad news to the lady, but she's got a hard time accepting the facts.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I help you?
If I'm trying to pawn this.
35 millimeter, right?
Yeah.
How much are you looking for?
Just about $30. Got my baby's birthday coming up and just need a couple of extra dollars to help out. Stuff situated for him.
What do you have planned?
For his birthday?
Mm-hmm.
A birthday party, you know, cake, ice cream.
To try and get money from us. And the kid ratted her out saying, yeah, my birthday's in 2 months. There's a little bit of time you have before then to come back and hopefully have something of value.
And I really would have appreciated any little thing that you could have gave me.
10 years ago.
This is some bull because y'all could have took this camera. You could have gave me $30.
The innocence of a child didn't allow this woman to cash in on her worthless camera. She was pretty shocked her lies didn't work on Zeph.
How are you?
How are you today?
Good. What you got?
My bracelet on my My baby daddy gave it to me. It would be so mad.
Curtain tiebacks.
What are you telling me?
You know this isn't real.
What do you mean it's not real?
Well, it's a real bracelet.
You know what?
It's a real. Listen. Okay, fine.
You're
Fair enough.
probably
Don't
right.
trip, okay? Don't trip. I'm about to call him right now.
Sometimes people get presents, and sometimes when they get their presents, the people that give it to them tell them a lie.
He said this bracelet costs $500.
It would be more
What are you
500.
talking about?
He's
Anywhere.
lying to you.
Baby, did you give me some fake gold? Did you give me some fake gold? Really? Did you give me fake gold? This ain't love, baby. You said you was gonna marry me one day.
Okay. Have a very nice day. Thank you.
Man, this. What the is you talking about? Have a nice day. I have a nice day when
Okay,
you
then
give me
don't
some
have
nice service.
Right?
You know what, y'all? I'm about to take it to a real jewelry store that knows something. That's what I'm gonna do.
The amount of men who give their women fake jewelry in Detroit is absolutely crazy. This woman is shocked, betrayed, and angry when she learns the real value of her jewelry.
Hey, I was wondering,
what you could get me on a loan for the PS3. We're on a mission now. Real mission to get my brother out of jail.
All of a sudden, the cop just stopped us because one of our lights are off in the back of our brake. On it 300, I got 150, and now I'm here, ended up with his brother trying to sell his video game system on his games and the controller. See what we could do with that.
95 is supposed to get to 100 for you.
100, mama.
I can't.
100.
I normally would have given $80 on this game unit. I went $15 over, and that wasn't even good enough. But too bad I couldn't help her out because I wanted to help her, but I hope she can find the money.
Two customers come into the pawn shop on a noble mission of freedom. However, Ashley lets them down easily, but at least they take it better than most customers in this video.
Pawn shop because we, is in need of money. And we're trying to pawn this VCR and this TV.
Okay, when you put it on there like that, and you wouldn't. Where's the income? You want to go to that? So what?
I was ready for them to have a full-out brawl out there.
Get your ass on somewhere.
No, get your ass on, hockey ass. I tell all ladies and everything.
Can I help you guys? Why are you guys fighting?
I kicked what he said. It was offensive.
Yeah, what are you looking to do with the TV? Sell it. Actually, yeah, we gonna pawn this. No, the TV didn't get dropped.
Come on.
It works. $20. All right, 20 will work.
Hey, you can each get 10.
Oh, you agree now?
All right, just give it to this gentleman. We're gonna do this for 20. Just go online, get your ticket, and get your cash.
This is a general conversation.
Okay, well, we still in a relationship, though.
Tiffany, seriously, maybe you should go in the parking lot and just wait for him.
You're right. I am going to wait in the parking lot.
Fresh one's really pretty. I like this.
A chaotic couple barely makes it to the pawn shop before smashing one of their items in an argument. The couple is more sad than shocked that they've rendered their items worthless.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing all right. I've got a ring I want you to take a look at for me.
You know what it is?
They're diamonds.
They're not diamonds. That's cubic zirconium and silver.
Okay.
I'm not interested.
I know what this is.
I'm telling you, I can't give you any money for it.
I know it has value, and I'm really, really upset right now.
So,
I've worked for an attorney. I know my rights. Don't touch me. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Oh yeah, what a gentleman you are. Anybody?
woman, what?
Get me out of here. Get away. Get away.
4 times she hit me. Randy, 4 times? Why would I not give her money if it was worth it? I thought you were smiling when she was doing that.
This woman can't believe her diamonds are actually not diamonds. If you like seeing angry senior citizens, then this grandma's got you covered like a quilt.
So, I'm here to sell my yays and stuff.
Okay.
Cartier. I paid $5,300.
For these?
Yeah, I overpaid.
Uh-huh. They're fashion designer glasses. Really cool gold diamonds. For those particular frames, there's a huge demand, but not for that price. How much you want for these?
The lowest I'll take probably like 40 for it. All right, give me 35. You give me 35?
1,000.
What you mean? You making too much money now.
I sell this stuff cheap, man.
Look, I ain't pay 1,000 for these.
I know you
feel me?
didn't. I can feel you.
But you don't feel me, you know what I mean?
I can feel you.
You see how he talking? Talking like a kid and
You don't know who the I
Man,
am. You don't know where the I was raised.
Like
and
I
you're just
said,
talking.
Well, flat out, man. I ain't leaving, dog.
Come on, baby. Young buck. What's up, baby?
Man, we out. You on that petty shit, dog. That petty ass money you offering. That's why ain't nobody with y'all. You feel me?
I feel you.
Les is offered a cool pair of glasses, but he knows they're not cool enough to be worth what the customer's asking. The customer doesn't take the news well at all.
Welcome to the channel, guys.
Okay. Oh my God. Get your hands off.
Blurry-faced guy.
We'll buy this and pawn this and that and give you $350 total.
Get set for a crazy moment in this pawn shop. The shopkeeper and a customer are going at it in a big argument, trying to make a deal or who knows what. But wait for it. Out of the blue, 2 dudes in fancy clothes with blurry faces bust in like old school detectives. The shopkeeper's scratching his head, clueless, but here's the kicker. Those blurry-faced guys are undercover detectives on a secret mission. It's like a scene straight out of a comedy movie.
The detectives have arrived. I need to tell them what's been happening and show them the evidence.
Hold on to your laughter because this is pure comedy chaos. The second those detectives waltz in, the shopkeeper's freaking out like he's been caught selling magical beans or who knows what. These detectives are all business, channeling serious Sherlock vibes after an espresso overdose. They're tearing through the shop like treasure hunters on a caffeine high, checking random stuff and maybe on the hunt for hidden treasures. Meanwhile, the poor shopkeeper's sweating bullets, desperately trying to keep his cool. It's like a real-life comedy suspense show unfolding before your eyes. Get ready for the wild ride of the century. These detectives, giving their best modern-day Sherlock and Watson vibes, decide to ramp up the drama with technology. It resembles they're on an investigator show marathon watch as they jump into the security camera film. As they replay quick forward and focus on each problematic little hiding spot in the shop, envision some strong, thrilling music playing behind the scenes. An investigator story with an innovative turn will keep you as eager and anxious as ever.
Do you think he was working with someone else?
If he was, it could be anyone.
Well, buckle up for the big reveal. The digital detectives uncover the mastermind. And guess who? It's our buddy Joe. Yep, good old Joe is the culprit behind all the missing stuff. These detectives don't waste a second. They slap handcuffs on Joe quicker than you can say guilty as charged. And just like that, the pawn shop transforms from a place of heated arguments to a full-blown crime scene. The shopkeeper, still in shock, watches as Joe gets escorted away by the police, handcuffs and all. The whole situation is so bonkers it can make anyone burst into laughter. It's like a comedy show with mix-ups, detectives with blurry faces, and a surprise twist. You'd be left thinking, did that seriously just happen? It's pure comedy gold, my friend. Comedy gold. A massive fraud. This one will truly astound you, so hold on to your chairs. The largest swindle to ever occur on the show, so far as people are aware, left everyone perplexed and alarmed. Basically, the boys said that someone from the shop had conned them.
She pawned 2 of our laptops, and she told us she was gonna give us the money and the laptop.
To make a long story short, a woman pawned 2 of their laptops and then informed them that she knew someone who worked at the pawn shop and would give them the money and the laptops.
You pawned something.
Yes, she has the ticket.
When did you pawn it?
Today.
The males are left with nothing because she has their laptops, the money, and even the ticket to their belongings.
You at the back door, so you'd end up with the laptops and the money?
Yes.
It astonished Ashley and Seth as much as it shocked Les.
This girl told you one of my guys would meet you at the back door, so you'd end up with the laptop?
Les, or anybody else, was unable to stop it now. Les then thought of a strategy, though.
If you can find out which one of my employees, you give me the guy's name, I'll give you the computers.
At that point, the youngster had a glimmer of optimism and left, believing that perhaps they could apprehend the employee.
Well, let me tell you something. We've been scammed before, and I will not be scammed again.
Les then requested that Ashley look up the buyer of each laptop they had that day on their background. Les realized something had clicked when she spent the entire day going through them and finding nothing. You're able to witness it.
You'll get the money and the laptops. You go, hell yes, let's do it.
Thus, these children were not the victims themselves. Instead, they had been attempting to con them all along.
Well, here's the way it works. Nobody gets out of pawn without paying for it, and nothing goes out the back door.
This time, they weren't duped either, although the kids did cause Ashley and the others a lot of worry during the day. The bag. Imagine this super funny video with a lady who's basically playing the I'm lost in a bag shop game at a crowded mall. So, there's this awesome comedian pretending to be her, right? She strolls in like she just landed from Mars, completely clueless.
Yeah, okay, I went to get my purse back to make my payment.
Then, out of the blue, she locks eyes with a black bag, and boom! She's convinced it's her long-lost twin, with a mix of determination and total confusion.
That's my purse right there. That one right there, the black one. So I want to know why it's out there.
She marches over to the lady in charge, ready to solve the mystery of the twin bags. It's like a comedy treasure hunt in a bag store, and you're in for a hilarious ride. Get ready to laugh your socks off.
Here's the money. I want the purse.
That bag was never in pawn.
Now get this. The shopkeeper, a comedic genius with timing that's spot on, coolly spills the beans. She says, hey, this bag's not yours. But oh no, our lady on a mission won't back down.
That's not your purse.
How do you know it's not my purse?
Because that purse has been out there.
Let me see it.
With this epic confidence, she declares, no way, this bag and I go way back. They're like childhood buddies. And here's the best part.
You want
to look at it and make sure it's not mine.
She throws down the ultimate challenge. Bet you this bag, if it's not mine, I'll hand it over. But trust me, it's practically family. It's like a comedy duel in a bag shop, and you won't believe how hilarious it gets.
Oh my God. Get your hands off.
Meet Cam, the scene stealer of the century. Picture this, chaos in the bag shop, and here comes Cam, our superhero security guard. He's like, hold my coffee, and smoothly escorts the determined bag enthusiast off the counter.
Nice day. Let's go. Walk yourself out, yo.
You.
Walk yourself.
But wait, she's clinging to her bag like it's a ticket to a comedy show. The laughs hit the roof as Cam keeps his poker face while chaos reigns. This video's a comedy roller coaster. And Cam, the unsung hero, it's a laugh-out-loud male adventure that you don't want to miss.
Just hit with that pole, right? Go.
Bitch,
Go where you got to go.
I'm gonna kick your ass. You wait.
Sign of free cash. In the pawn shop sitcom, the worker dazzles the customer with the prospect of a 30-day cash fiesta. The seller, with a classic "How can I help you?" line, unwittingly opens the door to financial freedom hilarity. It's a tale of interest-free loans, dollar storage fees, and a comedy of errors that promises 30 days of pawn shop shenanigans.
But that's not what the y'all saying and saying.
Misreading it.
No, you're misreading it.
The customer attempts a 30-day free cash caper, armed with a misinterpreted sign. The seller, caught in the crossfire, insists it's an interest-free loan bonanza, not a free cash party. Cue the comedic chaos as the customer points fingers, and the pawn shop sign becomes the unintentional star of a sitcom episode gone haywire.
It says it right here. Free cash.
The customer demands free cash like a rock star on tour. The seller, armed with the reality of interest-free loans, faces a barrage of demands. The customer, teetering on the edge of pawn pandemonium, enlists a surprise ally, a sassy woman who jumps in the scene like a comedy superhero. Cue the applause for this unexpected twist in the cash crusade, where the customer and seller engage in a hilariously awkward brawl. Amidst a flurry of ass cracks and elbows, the spectacle unfolds, leaving the bystanders in stitches. The door slams and the customer vows a dramatic return with an unforgettable "I'll be back" exit line. Antique computers.
Got some equipment here.
Yeah.
We need some money. We're going to out west.
In the pawn shop time machine, two hunters strut in with ancient computer relics. The seller, bewildered by their outdated tech, questions if they're stuck in the 80s. The hunters, claiming they've wiped out all of Michigan's deer, aim for a whopping $900.
So how much are you looking for?
About $900.
The price tag triggers more shock than a retro computer's boot-up sound. What I can offer you is zero.
Zero.
Comedy sequel, the hunters scoff at the initial offer of $0 for their ancient artifacts. The hunters, expecting treasure, get a lesson in antique appraisal, leaving the shop echoing with laughter and $0 dreams.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much. You too.
In the aftermath of the failed computer barter, the hunters dropped to an $800 offer, met with a swift and resounding zero from the pawn shop. ZZ Top, mistaken for Detroit's antique appraisers, exits empty-handed. The seller consoles himself with a printer sacrifice to the dumpster gods.
I thought it was you, man. Oh, that's good.
Ending the scene with a comedic crash and a touch of musical confusion. Plump man. In Hardcore Pawn, Les Gold faces off with a cheerful, plump customer aiming to sell a watch for his wife's anniversary. Les, ever witty, discovers it's their anniversary too. The old man deadpans 25 years, prompting Les to hilariously inquire, "How many happy years, man?" Laughter ensues in this pawn shop comedy. Too bad the shopkeeper shuts it down quicker than a bad punchline, not willing to spend a dime on what he thinks is a phony watch. Talk about a comedy of errors in the pawn shop.
It's fake. I'm not interested in it.
Let me see what you got in watches and take.
Now brace yourself for the ultimate comedy meltdown. Our plum seller cranks up the chaos meter, throwing wild threats about the shopkeeper's wife and claiming he's seen her somewhere.
You're married, right?
I am.
This triggers the shopkeeper, turning the whole scene into a chaotic carnival.
There's two things you don't talk about.
What's that?
My wife and my family.
In the blink of an eye, security guards swoop in, snatch our hefty hero, and give him the grand exit, escorting him out like the star of an unexpected sitcom. Guess what? Our main guy, kicked out of the shop like a party crasher, hits the street with a style only he can pull off. It's like a comedy buffet that'll have you grinning like you just discovered the ultimate joke. Get ready for hilarious adventure. Need help? Video, there's this super hyper dude who charges into a shop, making a fuss like it's the biggest emergency. And get this, he decides a random table is his new chill zone. No rules, no worries, just pure wackiness. Get ready to laugh your socks off. Get a load of this to hit the road. But guess what? He's on a whole different planet. Watches. Get ready to giggle. So there's this new lady in the shop who's decided to be a rebel. She goes all sneaky and puts the shop's watches up for sale online without telling, confidently struts away, leaving the staff scratching their heads like, did that just happen? It's a hilarious roller coaster and you won't stop laughing.
You weren't as big of a bitch. I was wrong. Excuse me? Get the out of here.
Get set to lol. This funny video is like a crazy ride with surprises, silliness, and a hint of madness that'll have you laughing without a pause. The twists and turns make it a hilarious and chaotic experience for anyone lucky enough to catch the shop's wild antics. Brace yourself for a good laugh as you watch the madness unfold in the side-splitting comedy script style video.
What did she say?
That I am the bitch. Get the out of here.
Penny pincher. Get ready to chuckle. This hilarious video is all about a super energetic girl trying to convince her super penny pincher dad to hire more security for their shop. She's all passionate like, "Dad, we need extra protection." But oh boy, her dad's like, "Nah, that's just throwing money away."
Adding an extra night security guard is an expense we don't need.
Dad, I just don't understand.
The funniest part? When the argument gets so wild, the girl pretends to be super angry and storms out of the room. It's silly, it's amusing, and you'll be laughing your socks off at their crazy fight.
Every single time I have an idea and I bring it to your attention, he then has to walk in.
Hold on to your funny bone. This comedy video is pure chaos when the staff walks out, and surprise, the roof is missing.
Peeled the roof off?
Yeah, they peeled the roof.
Yep, someone peeled it away like a giant banana. Imagine the team head scratching in disbelief. Their shop literally got unroofed.
The alarm company called. They thought it was a false alarm.
Is anything missing?
I have no idea.
Now, here comes the kicker. They start worrying it might be a sneaky robbery. Cue the panic as they sprint to check the CCTV, hoping to catch the audacious roof peeler in action. Get ready for a laughter-packed roller coaster as they dive into this hilarious investigation. Get ready to laugh in this super funny video.
They got 2 guys. So they get through the internet room, jump in.
The staff at a quirky shop freaks out when they find out someone peeled off the roof for a supposed robbery. Total chaos, right? So they go all detective and check the CCTV footage. But wait for it. Turns out, not 1, not 2, but 3 guys break in. And here's the kicker.
Looks like they grabbed the coat right there and then out.
So these guys could have been part of a 3-man team.
One of them ends up hiding inside the fridge. It's like a comedy show gone wild, leaving the staff scratching their heads and everyone else in stitches. You won't believe the crazy twist in this comical caper.
We got broken into last night. Took it for a coat and ran out.
I told you that security should have been here at night.
Stolen microphone. The seller, baffled, asks when they were taken off the rack. It's a funny scene of concert chaos turned into a pawn shop jackpot, where microphones become rock star souvenirs, and the friend is the accidental hero of the day.
Microphones I picked up from a concert last night.
The person insists the microphones were flung into the concert crowd, a spontaneous catch. The seller, eyebrows raised, gets an unexpected call from American Jewelry about missing microphones. It's a classic mix-up where concert souvenirs turn into an unintentional pawn shop investigation, leaving everyone wondering how the microphones took an unexpected detour.
I'm from American Jewelry. I have a gentleman down here.
A mad girlfriend. Welcome to the whirlwind of pawn shop hilarity. Our unsuspecting star walks in aiming for a ring appraisal and potential pawn deal. Little did they know, they were about to join the ranks of pawn shop legends in a tale of marital madness, ring-napping sore, plunging the spouse into an emotional roller coaster over the disappearance of their precious bling. The tension is so palpable, you could carve it with a jeweler's precision. But hold on, our hero clarifies, "I'm here for an appraisal, not to pawn." Q gasps in the realization that pawn shop language got lost in translation.
You wanted an appraisal on this ring.
Plot twist, the ring allegedly transformed into bike parts? Is this a pawn shop or a two-wheeled saga? Accusations fly faster than a speeding bike, plunging us into a marital showdown. "Why'd you take my ring?" echoes through the pawn shop halls.
Why'd you take my ring?
Well, I wanted to see how much it was worth.
Our hero is left flabbergasted, caught in the crossfire of accusations and domestic mayhem. "I just wanted to know its worth," they exclaim, trying to defuse the explosive situation. But alas, emotions rage on.
Yesterday you said you needed bike parts and didn't have the damn money. And all of a sudden you got my damn ring.
Drama unfolds, they assert their right to park no matter the odds. Suddenly,
I'm patiently telling you, dude. Park your spots out.
Meanwhile, our hero, undeterred, asserts, "I'm not going nowhere," as if the van gods themselves had bestowed upon them a divine parking mission. In a shocking turn of events, our hero literally stops, drops, and rolls on the store carpet, leaving everyone perplexed. The guy in the refrigerator. In this episode of Hardcore Pawn, we are taken to the time when a crazy man entered the shop, and when no one was looking, he took refuge in the refrigerator for reasons unknown. Thankfully, this man had spotted the crazy man and went to Ashley and others to let them know. At first, no one would believe him, but by the looks, he looked quite genuine, so they followed him up to the spot where the fridge was. Still hardly believing the man, they went to open the fridge, and boom! The man was curled up inside, about to make the refrigerator its new cozy little home.
I don't know what y'all doing over here. There's some mother in the refrigerator.
What?
The whole situation was so absurd that not a single person in the whole shop could believe that there was a whole person hiding inside there. Good thing that they have security in the shop, so the man got what he deserved.
What the are you doing?
Fake earrings. Two sassy black queens strut into the pawn shop, flaunting earrings worth $350. The seller, bewildered, questions their cash craving. They snap back.
How you doing?
Good.
I'm here to pawn these earrings.
Okay.
Honey, our financial drama is an Oscar-winning secret. The seller innocently inquires about the swearing, prompting the girl to unleash a verbal firework.
Trying to get $350 for them.
Why do you need the money?
It's none of your business why I need the money.
As he fumbles to record the chaos, he realizes these queens can turn from pawn shop patrons to drama divas faster than his slowest sail. Talk about a speedy emotional roller coaster.
Why are you swearing at me?
Because you asking me why I'm coming in here to handle my business.
In the midst of the jewelry saga, it's a linguistic roller coaster. The seller's ears are bombarded with jewelry, "Loan me my money," and a kid-eating crisis.
What does my sign say?
Jewelry and loan. This jewelry, loan me my money. I got to feed my kid.
The drama unfolds faster than a soap opera, leaving him nervously counting non-existent diamonds. Talk about a pawn shop sitcom.
Man, you getting on my nerves, dog.
How'd you get
You
this?
ain't even looked at my
Do you know that these aren't real?
In the sizzling pawn shop showdown, the women insist their earrings are as real as their sass. The seller, sweating in the Lacote, tries to diplomatically handle the diva duo. It's a battle of bling, attitude, and a heat wave, all under the watchful eye of leather-clad thermometers. Comedy gold.
How the you gonna tell me just by looking at my that they not real?
They're not real.
As the Queen of Sass declares her exit, she throws shade like confetti. Insults rain down, targeting the seller's wrinkled-up hair and questionable fashion choices. With a parting shot about a jury and long bow ass, she exits, leaving the pawn shop in stitches and the seller questioning his life choices.
I ain't leaving this till you give me my money. I need my mother hair did.
Coloring book. Ashley enters confidently, challenging authority. Seth tries to manage the chaos. Tension rises as they clash, leaving everyone puzzled.
Don't come in here thinking that you know everything in your like.
I didn't know
you should
anything.
go off and like run back to Hawaii where you bought that shirt.
Unearthed gems, a JFK coloring book from '62, and a Frank Zappa one from '82. Mom's surprise drawer is found. Now, the shop's in for a laugh, unraveling the tale behind these quirky relics.
Hello.
Hello.
I have a John F. Kennedy coloring book from 1962 and a
Laugh out loud scene as the seller confesses to buying a Frank Zappa coloring book at 25, never cracking it open. Now, with 3 daughters in college, it's a hilarious quest for cash. The quirky relics become the center stage for a funny exchange in the pawn shop.
So why do you want to get rid of it since you loved him so much?
well, I have 3 daughters in college and I need money.
The negotiation dance continues as the seller justifies prices, leaving room for haggling. Tension rises comically as the buyer feels snapped at. The shopkeeper offers a research break, declaring, "I'm not in a hurry," in this pawn shop sitcom starring quirky characters.
Okay, do you want to give me some time to do a little research on this,
You can
or?
have all the time you need. I'm not in a hurry.
The plot thickens as Ashley discovers the price coloring book online for $8.75, triggering a hilarious spat.
I didn't say any of that
Can
to
you
you.
read that? $8.75.
So make me an offer.
0.
She hilariously expresses her dismay, accusing the customer of rushing and shoving a phone in her face.
I'm looking at the one that he wanted $50 on, and I pull it off, and it says $8.75.
The bickering ensues, with both claiming they're not married, adding an amusing layer to the pawn shop sitcom.
I have to take him out this way. That's how much it pissed me off.
In the ongoing pawn shop drama, Ashley delivers a sassy retort to the customer, suggesting he adds value nowhere and jokes about returning to Hawaii. The banter continues as another worker calls out Ashley for being rude.
I think you're disgusting and rude. I didn't say any of that
Can
to
you
you.
read that? $8.75.
Leading to a comical exchange where Ashley dismisses them to focus on yourself. The workplace comedy unfolds with quirky characters and witty comebacks.
Well, you don't add value to the organization.
I have one. Well, thank you so much. But the next time you sign my paycheck, you can tell me how to work.
Parking lot. Cue the workplace alarm. The notorious parking lot gambler is back, and the office crew is on high alert. With a battle cry of "Let's go get him!" they embark on a mission to catch the elusive man of many lands, or as they dub him, That Lady Pakistan. Office drama just hit the jackpot.
What gambling again in the parking lot?
Meet Robert Robertson, the maestro of sports memorabilia, introducing himself to Dennis in a pawn shop saga. The plot thickens as he unveils a treasure trove of Detroit Lions autographs salvaged from his sister's basement flood. Forget superheroes, this guy's heroics involve rescuing signatures during a Union picket line water ballot.
All right. Here's Robert.
Robert,
Nice to
I'm
meet
Dennis.
you.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you.
meet you, Dennis. Yeah, I got an item here. You might be interested in.
In the wild world of pawn shops, Dennis is hit with a first, an NFL labor strike poster. As Robert pitches his Union picket line relic, Dennis, caught between fandom and frugality, contemplates the value. It's a negotiation dance where even the poster's wrinkles have a say, and Dennis dreams of a dad who'd splurge on a heartbeat.
What, Steve Bacchus? This is the first time a guy actually brought in an NFL labor strike poster.
Dennis and Seth, the dynamic pawn shop duo, are advised to step up their deal-closing game. In the battle of signatures, Robert's pitch clashes with Dennis's detective skills. It's a showdown of history versus water stains, where even a tear is more drama than a soap opera. Selling history hard, selling water-stained history a comedic challenge.
One just like this mint, though, and he got $950 for it.
Right, so if that was mint, why would you want $1,000 for this?
In this hilarious haggling carnival, the pawn shop pros are on their knees, throwing cash offers at Robert for the water-stained NFL labor strike poster. It's a dollar dance-off with Dennis and Seth, and they're juggling 20s like it's a comedy club. In the end, it's 5 20s that win the bid, leaving Robert with a pocket full of paper and the pawn shop crew high-fiving over their historic steal.
$75?
No way.
Offering you just $100 cash money right now would make it.
Gold earrings. In the golden world of earrings, Ashley and the customer embark on a carrot quest. The earrings sparkle, but the price tag dims the shine. The customer eyeing the digits suggests a hilarious plot twist, an exchange proposal that could turn this jewelry journey into a comedic barter ballet.
I was looking for some gold earrings.
You are in the right department.
In the dazzling dance of earrings and dollar signs, the customer flips the script with an exchange proposal. Ashley, the jewelry juggler, contemplates the weight of the situation, hoping those earrings don't tip the scales against her. It's a hilarious jewelry version of Let's Make a Deal, where carrots and comedy collide.
Well, what we can do is I can take those and apply money towards these.
In the comedy club of carrots, Ashley drops the punchline, a whopping $500 for the desired earrings. The customer, expecting an exchange extravaganza, faces the reality check.
Okay, so what I can do for you today, I can apply $40 towards these.
I paid $500 for those. What do you mean? You can't do an exchange?
Ashley, the weight wizard, spills the carrot beans, revealing that these earrings are more featherweight than a dieting hummingbird. It's a priceless jewelry negotiation that has the audience and the scales in stitches.
Okay, I can't give you $500.
Why you can't?
Because it's not worth.
In this comedy climax, the customer unleashes carrot chaos, insisting her earrings are weightlifting champions. The tension escalates as she dubs Ashley Boo, but a touch sets off a mini drama.
I know how much touch these cars, boo-boo.
Because he screamed. That's gonna get you more money, boo-boo.
The pawn shop becomes a carat battleground, and Ashley's final offer of $175 is the punchline that sends the customer storming out, leaving the jewelry saga in a carat cloud of comedy.
Everybody else good. Pose maybe.
Fake diamond. In this wild pawn shop showdown, two characters storm in like a tornado, armed with an attorney and a demand for $900. The seller, caught off guard, awkwardly requests a card while the attorney seems more like a background dancer in a chaotic legal dance. It's a scene where negotiations are more like a comedy sketch, leaving everyone wondering if they stumbled into a legal circus.
I got my lawyer with me. This is wrong.
Show me your card.
I don't have a card with me.
It's my attorney.
Customer unveils a questionable earring, claiming it turned his ear into a rainbow. The seller, armed with skepticism and a keen eye, dissects the earring, declaring it a fake diamond disaster.
So what do you want to do today? You want me
Can
to
I get
figure
my money
out?
back?
You want me to figure out why your ear's turning a different color?
Is that a real diamond?
Enter the legal cavalry. The customer brandishes a lawyer in the name of mismatched receipts and the ear that turned technicolor. It's a jewelry malfunction turned legal circus, and the pawn shop is now the stage for hilarious gemstone saga.
This is not the correct earring for the receipt.
Chaos ensues as the customer brandishes a jewelry store receipt like a wizard spell. The attorney, a sidekick in this legal circus, demands a refund for the rebellious earring. The seller, caught in the crossfire, faces threats of escorting and leg knocking, all while insisting they won't budge. It's a legal showdown where the only guarantee is a laugh-out-loud twist around every shiny corner of the pawn shop arena.
The earring does not match the description.
What you mean? So you said now I just brought an earring in?
The customer, armed with a kaleidoscope ear and a refund demand, insists the seller turn around and walk that butt out the door. The seller, invoking a hint of pawn shop diplomacy, proposes a negotiation dance, but warns, keep your butt back there. Cue the dramatic soundtrack, man, it's a comedy in motion. An evil woman anthem echoing through the pawn shop arena.
Get out.
Yeah, you know, took my money, just sold me a bold earring.
Golden State Warrior ring.
I just got engaged, and I heard you had a 75 Golden State Warriors ring, and I was thinking that would be perfect for my fiance.
This man came into the shop to buy something, which is odd because most people come into the shop to sell something. This man, on the other hand, was interested in Rick's 1975 Golden State Warriors ring, but Rick was unable to but laugh at this.
Rocco, will you grab me that ring?
Sure.
That is a brave man that would give his fiance a championship ring.
Even though Rick keeps on laughing, asking why the man is giving a ring like this to his fiance, we understand that the buyer isn't pleased with Rick's antics.
So what I did was I brought pictures of another 75 Golden State Warriors ring.
The buyer produced photos of another Golden State Warriors ring and attempted to match them, which they did. Then he asked if it was a genuine diamond and if Rick had checked it. Rick told him that the stone was genuine.
Perfect. Have you tested the diamond?
Oh, yeah, it's a real diamond.
It's a real diamond, okay.
The buyer then proceeded to use his own tester to determine whether or not the diamond was genuine, as he was a collector and dealer of sports memorabilia himself. But as he went to test the diamond, it didn't pass.
It's not testing.
That's because you have a really cheap tester.
So Rick stepped in with his own tester, which of course revealed that the diamond was genuine. Even though Rick was irritated by the whole thing, he chose to be courteous to the man.
First fine on mine.
Okay, I will trust that.
The buyer requested for the amount after the ring had been tested, which Rick believed to be $11,500. The purchaser, on the opposite hand, had a budget of $5,000.
Any
11 grand, that's what I can do.
That's your bottom line?
Yeah,
Okay.
best price.
Because Rick refused to go any lower than $11,000, the buyer was forced to leave the business unhappy and empty-handed.
I didn't think he was going to go 5,500, but I thought, he'd work with me a little bit, but he seemed like he wanted to punch me in the face.
Wells Fargo's safe deposit box.
What do we have here?
Well, we got a Wells Fargo strong box.
This man arrived with a Wells Fargo safe, an antique ball and chain, and a couple ancient handcuffs. The seller was asking roughly $2,000 for everything in the package.
All right, well, tell me about these things.
This ball and chain right here actually comes from the human prison. It's the oldest prison in the state of Arizona.
Folsom Prison was Arizona's oldest prison, and the handcuffs belonged to it since the late 1800s.
Here's my concerns. When they forged chains back in the 1800s, it was just hot welding together.
At that time, it was all performed by the blacksmith, but the chains that the man brought in were all electronically forged. Not only that, but Rick had another major problem.
Never in the history of any prison did they ever have their name put on the balls.
What Rick was saying was that everything the man brought in was false, but the seller was not ready to believe Rick.
It's fake.
What makes you an expert on this stuff?
I've been buying and selling this stuff my entire life.
Even if the contents of the package were phony, there was a chance that the box itself was not. So Rick made a deal for the box and left the rest.
Box, I'll give you $400 for it.
I want $1,200 for it.
No, you don't.
And the transaction was completed for $400.50. The seller left, and Rick subsequently decided to consult with an expert about what he had purchased.
Okay. 19th century strongbox, Wells Fargo.
Following a thorough examination of the box, the expert asked Rick the following question.
First things first. Have you already bought this?
The box was just as false as the other items Rick did not purchase, and the expert agreed.
It's a complete fake.
Damn it, Rick.
Mystery guy.
Right there.
Here they come again.
Hang on to your hats, folks, because we're diving into one wild tale. Picture this, a mysterious dude looking like a secret agent casually strolls into a pawn shop, acting like he owns the place. The shopkeeper, eyes wide open, can't help but stare at this walking enigma. I mean, who wouldn't? He's like a riddle on two legs. Now brace yourselves for the craziness escalates. Our mystery guy isn't flying solo. He's got not one, but two ladies in tow. A trio causing a ruckus. They swagger up to the counter, and out of nowhere, the guy dramatically declares that the ticket he's waving is faker than a rubber chicken. Everyone in the shop, imaginary files included, gasps in surprise.
Her on the ring, or get the ring back. She's got a receipt.
Let me
right
explain
here.
to you. This is a counterfeit ticket.
Hold on to your giggles. The shopkeeper, smelling something fishy, turns into a detective. With a sneaky grin, he tells the trio to chill and confidently says, "I'll prove it's a fake." The suspense builds as he brings out the real ticket, examining both like he's some ticket art connoisseur.
This is the amount of numbers that are here.
Okay.
Number 2 is state law mandates.
Hold on to your funny bone. The shopkeeper spots the differences quicker than yelling "fake alert" with a big old grin. He declares, "Nice try, folks, but your ticket is faker than Monopoly money." Cue the imaginary mic drop in the background. But whoa, Nelly, the trio isn't throwing in the towel just yet. They get into an energetic discussion, pointing fingers, thrashing arms, and hollering as though they're contending in a yelling challenge. It resembles something out of a sitcom, and you can't resist the urge to chuckle at the idiocy. In the grand finale, our mysterious guy and his partners in crime admit defeat. Looking a tad embarrassed and probably feeling a smidge silly, they storm out of the pawn shop. The shopkeeper, now a hero in counterfeit ticket detection, is left with a bunch of baffled onlookers. And there you have it, a hilarious adventure that's weirder than fiction and funnier than a clown on a unicycle. Comedy gold, my friends, comedy gold. Gun cabinet.
Well, it's a desk, but it's not really a desk. It's actually a gun.
So what this woman brought into the pawn store was not anything that was common. It appeared to be nothing more than a plain desk, yet it was far more than that.
It's a gun desk.
Yes, when you push down on the inkwell, a bullet fires out through the trapdoor.
When you press down on the inkwell, a bullet fires out through the trap door, and this desk transforms into a pistol when the time comes.
If I sell it, that's fine. If I don't, I'm okay with that too.
Thus, the merchant visited the business not exclusively to sell the weapon work area, yet additionally to figure out more about it. She needed to realize who possessed it, the way things were utilized, how old it was, and other such data.
I was trying to figure out how to open it and had a really good look inside it and said,
While hunting for a nice little desk, she came across this one. But when she got it home and attempted to open it up, that's where she discovered it wasn't what she thought it was.
I've seen desks with hidden gun compartments, but I've never seen a desk as a gun.
Rick thought it was something out of a James Bond movie, and he was so engrossed in it that he forgot he was actually pushing his face against a gun.
Do you mind if I have a buddy look at this thing? Because I am just completely lost here.
Not at all.
Rick believed it was best to have an expert look at it after taking a closer look, so he called one.
Gun. This is the gun.
What?
The master had never seen anything like it and had no clue about what it was utilized for. Yet, in lieu of what he saw, the master reasoned that it was made somewhere in the range of 1890 and 1910, which was an issue. Even though he couldn't guarantee it, the Pawn Stars may buy it in a gray area.
Bring it to a gunsmith and have him professionally deactivate the mechanism. Then it can be legal to buy and sell.
The only way to buy and sell it legally is to take it to a gunsmith and have him deactivate the mechanism. Only then can it be simply and legally acquired and sold.
I wish I could help you out more. It's just one of those things. Thanks for bringing it in.
Oh, you're welcome.
Orange Bowl ring.
I decided to come to the pawn shop today to sell my Penn State Orange Bowl ring from 1973.
This individual then brought in an Orange Bowl ring from Penn State in 1973. He was in the shop trying to sell it since he needed the money for upgrading his house, and he reasoned that it must be valued at least $1,500.
Where'd you get this?
You know, I went to Penn State and guy down the hall played on the team, and he needed some money, and I bought it back then.
The seller claimed that one of the team members needed some cash and that the only thing he had was that ring. Thus, the man paid him the necessary funds and purchased this ring.
You know, it was Jeff Clark. He didn't play too much, but he was an outside linebacker for the team.
This particular ring belonged to a linebacker named Jeff Park, who was a member of the squad even though he didn't play much.
What are you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get $1,500.
Okay.
Just as he previously stated, the man wanted $1,500, but Rick needed to examine the situation more carefully before making any moves to get the ring. It was then that he discovered that the ring had a problem.
The price is reasonable, but it's illegal for me to buy or sell anything when any identifying mark has been removed on an item.
The ring was cool, but it was also reasonably priced considering that the engraving makes it completely identifiable. It was no longer lawful for Rick to purchase or sell this ring after the engravings were taken out.
I'd be more than happy to buy it off you for $1,500. Problem is,
It's like buying a car without a VIN number.
The seller was a little confused as to how the removal of a few inscriptions might make the ring illegal to purchase or sell. As a result, Rick and Corey had to thoroughly explain everything to him and let him know that despite their best efforts, they're unable to handle it.
All right, dude.
Okay.
Sorry, I couldn't do nothing with it.
Okay.
I know 1,001 people I could have sold this ring to and made
A fake bill.
I have some political memorabilia, the Secret Service ID for J. Howard McGrath, Attorney General of the United States.
This individual entered the pawn shop with a $10 bill that had several signatures on it, a White House pass, and several Secret Service IDs. He estimated 1,000 figures for each of these items, but before beginning to negotiate, Rick needed to learn more about them.
He was the chairman of the Democratic National Committee when Truman ran for president.
Rick was prepared to strike a deal after briefly discussing J. Howard McGrath, the Attorney General of the United States, and how influential he was in Washington politics. But there was a small issue.
You got some neat stuff here, and these three things right here, I really want to get checked out.
Rick checked everything and concluded that not just the dollar that the man had brought in was counterfeit. Rick had to see the expert to find out if he could purchase the other items since he had a hunch that doing so might be illegal.
You don't want. A counterfeit bill is not legal to own.
The expert said that the White House pass and the Secret Service ID were authentic and acceptable to purchase, but the fake banknote was a different thing.
Thanks for coming in, Mark.
Not a problem.
You're the best. Appreciate it.
Alrighty.
Now that the expert had left, Rick was prepared to strike a deal. Aside from the fake bill, he asked the vendor what else he wanted.
Yeah, I'll give you $500.
Got a deal.
All right. You want to write them up?
Yeah, sure.
The vendor left the store with the cash and the unauthorized bill after the trade was completed for $500. Hopefully he gave the Secret Service the counterfeit bill. Harley Davidson.
You got any paperwork I can see on it, or?
Yeah, I got the title, but can we negotiate first or something? I mean...
Now, Corey's a seasoned pawnbroker, and his spidey senses tingled the moment the seller mentioned paperwork later. It wasn't the gleaming Harley Davidson that raised an eyebrow. It was the seller's insistence on negotiation first, documents on hold. See, Corey's dealt with his fair share of shady characters, and a bike like this beauty attracts all sorts. So with a polite but firm smile, Corey politely pushed back. Paperwork, he said, before we talk about the price. Standard procedure.
You got any paperwork I can see on it, or?
Yeah, I got the title, but can we negotiate first?
The seller's eyes flickered ever so slightly, and that was all Corey needed. Something wasn't kosher here. Now, Corey isn't just sharp, he's thorough. Those papers, discrepancies galore. Dates that didn't line up, VIN numbers singing a different tune. So Corey did what any responsible pawnbroker would do. He plugged those details into the good old computer system, What he found sent chills down his spine. Corey knew right then this wasn't just a sale. It was a potential police sting waiting to happen. Sure, the Harley was a head-turner, a chrome-plated masterpiece that could make angels weep. But for Corey, business wasn't about shiny toys. It was about integrity, about doing the right thing. And the right thing in this case meant making sure this beauty wasn't a stolen dream, someone else's heartache wrapped in leather and chrome. So, with a heavy heart and a clear conscience, Corey had to do what he had to do. Walk away from the deal, even if it meant letting that Harley roar out of his life and into the unknown. iPhone.
I just got this phone that I bought here like 2-3 days ago, and this don't work.
The bell above the pawn shop door jangled, and in walked a man clutching a sleek black phone. He announced, smooth as silk, that this beauty was a recent purchase, now sadly broken.
The camera don't work. It keeps freezing and like that.
He claims that it's just too irritating to use because the phone freezes frequently and the camera doesn't function.
Download a camera function?
No, it clearly got a camera. Why would I have to download it?
When it was questioned if he had downloaded the camera feature, he became very irate. If he's telling the truth, then why does this inspection set him off? And why was he even being questioned about getting the download? That isn't how it operates in any case.
You got your receipt?
No, I ain't got it with me. I ain't bring it.
First of all, we don't sell it.
We can decide right now whether the client is attempting to misdirect. Rich, the seasoned pawnbroker behind the counter, felt it too. That intuition honed by years of dealing with all sorts, that sixth sense for trouble, it was screaming at him. This wasn't just a customer with a broken phone. It was a game, a play in progress.
As soon as you give me that receipt, I can see what I can do for you.
I don't have my receipt. I just clearly told you that, man.
Clearly, you told me that.
So
Clearly, I have
we
to tell
need to
you
fix this
that
or...
without the receipt, there's nothing I can do for you.
Rich yells, "Are you messing with me, man? You came for a new phone, but you don't have a receipt?" However, the man persists in insisting that all he's asking for is another phone.
If he said clearly one more time, I was going to clearly have to knock his freaking head off.
We're all aware that Rich needs the receipt. You, my man, are not.
Who sold the phone to you in the first place?
Somebody. He here.
When questioned who exactly had sold him the phone in any case, he quickly pointed at any random employee.
But we haven't had one of those up for sale since I've been here in 6 months.
I mean, I just seen you in 2 weeks.
Furthermore, it appears that the youngster he pointed at didn't know why he was being called for.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming on over here. You can go back to selling that computer.
All Rich knows is that it's an iPhone, but he's more irritated by something else. What's more, clearly it was working out.
Can you go show him how it works? Take a picture out in the parking lot.
Nope.
And then, like a burst dam, the story spills out. The phone wasn't his. The purchase was a shady deal in a back alley. The frustration wasn't with the camera. It was with the consequences. The cold sweat of a gamble gone wrong. With a sigh, Rich ushers in the man and his broken phone out of the shop. The heavy silence echoing their unspoken pact. The truth had been told, the game was over. That's all for our video. We hope you liked it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Share it with your family and friends. See you next time. Christina stealing money. Here's something curious happening. Les seemed to be very angry over that man. Don't know what that man was doing there and what he had done, which made Les angry. Let's see what will happen. Ant stole the leftover money. Everyone there is so angry. What is going to happen now? Les is curious as he is sure that Christina cannot do this kind of stuff alone. There must be some other people supporting her in his play. Les is taking it to extremes and asking again and again if there's another one with her.
Have you been working with any other employee?
No.
All alone without any knowledge of anybody else stealing from us, correct?
Oh God, he asked her to send her to jail if she did not speak the truth. Oh my God, things are getting worse. She's not telling anything. Mother-daughter fighting. So there's a woman coming with her daughter. She showed some pieces of bottle and a collection of stamps. According to her, it is worthy, but actually it is not. Les asked her that it is not that worthy. Oops, the mother got angry at Les. Because for her, they are worth everything. What will happen now?
So what you got?
I got some really expensive stuff.
Show me.
Oh my God, the daughter charged a fire against her mother.
You better down. No, you. Girl, what the hell wrong with you?
She triggered her and insulted her for her useless collections, and oh my God, look, they're about to have a deadly fight. Oh God, the mother scratched her daughter. Les is stunned.
They don't want. Get the off my. What the is wrong with you?
The mother and daughter are having extreme fighting conditions. Everyone around is watching them. Les is stunned and did not have any idea that this would happen, or it might be very casual to them. Okay, the guard has been called. The mother is still beating her daughter well and doesn't want to argue anymore. Both are screaming at each other. The security guard is letting them out. Oh my god, how embarrassing and strange it is to see mother-daughter fighting like that. The security guard gets them out and everyone is laughing at them. Astonished Les.
I had to intervene.
Man threatening Les. So a man entered the pawn shop and headed straight towards Les. Seems like it would be a happy deal with that cool customer. Okay, the man had an anniversary today, and so both are sharing some joys together. Seth and Les's fight. Les and Ashley seemed to be discussing some serious stuff. Felt like something serious had happened.
Giving a 40,000 square foot free-for-all back there? That's no policy.
What do you think brought us to here, Seth?
But Seth is not getting anything. They are having a fight. Owned the shop better than him. Les is stunned. Everyone around is listening and is terrified of what will happen now.
It's outdated. I can run this place better. I know exactly what needs to be done. I want the opportunity to run this place.
Les is going to take everything very seriously. God knows where that anger will lead both of them to. Les is tailoring Seth that he cannot do anything, and without Les, the pawn shop would close. No one can run the shop better than Les. But things are not getting cool. Seth yelled after Les and got out of the cabin. Ashley, listening to all this, is making fun. God, it is not that serious. Well, Les in his anger was constantly getting furious over that debate. Man got beaten by Les. Well, people, there came a black young boy towards Ashley's counter. Ashley asked him, "Greetings. So, is he here to sell something?"
So you want to just pawn it, right? Because you want to be able to get it back?
Yeah.
How much are you looking for?
Is this enough to pay rent?
Hope so. It will be a good deal for that man, until or unless something happens. He is here to sell the ring of his grandmother who just passed away. Well, a really sad news, but it won't affect the deal because business is always a business. He wants to sell this ring to have some money in order to make some funeral arrangements. Well, whatever the cause is, Ashley checked it out, and to surprise, it wasn't real.
Do you have anything else? Because this unfortunately is not real.
It is a fake gold, so it can't make money. This statement made the man angry. He started shouting how strange and creepy it is. He should not react this way. If the ring is not real gold, it is not someone's issue. He should take it out with himself. He started yelling at Ashley, and Ashley is just controlling herself.
I need to speak with somebody else because you irritate me flat out.
She does not want to create some mess, but he's not stopping. I think he wants to insult himself. It will make things go mad. He is extremely screaming and trying to hit her out. That crazy man is calling death. The guard came who held him up and set him onto the floor. He's trying to beat Ashley and getting over her.
Don't tell me what to do. Don't put your finger in my face.
Well, the guard is keeping him away. Les is here. Matter is going to be very serious. That man is not understanding the matter, still trying to fight. Guard taking him out of the shop. Les is joined and is getting angry over that man. Les and the guard beat him and get him out. Oh my God, what a fight. That crazy man.